Plainclothes?
Ain't that the way they say it goes? Ain't that the way? You gotta make a bet when there's a show you can't play. Even when you know you're gonna lose, it ain't tax exempt, it ain't even dues. Ain't that the way? Even when you know you're gonna lose, it ain't tax exempt, it ain't even dues. Ain't that the way?
Any action?
Only my feet. They're killing me.
Oh, you mean you're not loving the lights, the glamour, the sweet song of the streets?
What do you say, fellas? Let's go home, huh? Call it a night?
There they go. That guy. Where's the car?
In the next block.
Huh?
Where we parked it.
Oh, I forgot. My mind is going. John Detail
I could
is
handle
the
the
law.
call for day work, but I haven't had dinner with my family in 2 weeks. I kind of miss the smell of lima beans and Harvey's hair.
Lima beans is one thing, Mary Beth, but this
Hey!
one is not...
Hey, girls! Wait, hold a sec. Listen. How'd you girls like to make some fast bucks real easy?
Forget it, Buster. This girl's ready for a bath in a single bed. Come back tomorrow.
No, not that. Listen. I think I'm being tailed. Norks.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Where?
What's the deal?
Well, look, I'm supposed to make this drop tonight at midnight.
Yeah?
And if I don't show up, I'm gonna be out of business. Permanently.
Oh.
All you gotta do is drop this in the trash can in front of one of them. Hey!
Police!
Hey, come on, what are you doing there?
You're under arrest.
Hey, watch it!
Hold still.
Hey, come on, give me a
You have the
break,
right to
will ya?
remain
Hold
silent.
still.
The right to
Will you
interrupt.
watch that?
Anything you
Come
say,
on.
I can and will
Okay.
be
Watch
held
my
against
hand,
you.
will ya?
Oh, my
Come on.
God.
Come on, let's
Stop
go.
it.
Hey, don't be done now.
And they're getting a special commendation from the Narcs.
Terrific. Last year blacks, this year broads. You tell me why guys with families are getting laid off and broads are getting promoted?
Maybe they had seniority.
Please.
Thelma, I don't know. When I'm through,
Hey, congratulations.
Thelma, I'll call.
Thank you.
I don't know. In the springtime.
Fell right out of the
So
sky.
All right.
Can't believe that.
We had enough
Moron.
chit-chat and backslapping here. Could we please get back to the daily humdrum now?
Speaking about daily humdrum, Lieutenant, don't you think that we rate getting out of these costumes, huh?
Well, you figure as Becky looks better than you in a dress?
How would it grab you if we solved the Jimmy Hoffa case?
What she means is, what do we have to do to prove ourselves?
Well, come on, you said it yourselves. You got lucky with that narc bust.
We're still on John Detail.
Until something else comes up that you're better suited for. End of discussion. Hey, we've got some emergencies here. Take the rest of the day off.
I suppose it could be worse. You know, if it was up to him, female cops would still be returning lost kids and searching women prisoners.
We should be so lucky.
Lace, let's check out that guy we busted. You know, Vinnie Manconi. Maybe he knows something, you know. Maybe if we play him right, he can lead us right to the top guy.
The top guy? The top guy in drugs is mafia.
You want to be in these clothes forever?
No, but I want to live forever.
Be a little creative. Remember when you went to do the paperwork on Manconi and I took him to lockup? He starts telling me about his kids. He's showing me pictures. I say to him, that one kid is gonna be 24 before you even see parole, sucker. Guy starts to cry. He's crying right there in lockup. We can get to him He's crazy about those kids, crazy.
Chris, I'm going home. To my kids.
Aren't you gonna change?
Oh, I thought I'd give Harvey a little something to go with the tuna bake tonight. Hiya, stranger.
Don't ask me what kind of day I had, because I'm going to tell you.
There's only one way to get over a bad day, Harvey. With a good night.
Michael got sent home for the Y for fighting. The school called to tell me Harvey Jr. cut class again, and he needs glasses. What does he need glasses for if he's never in school?
Stop, Harvey. Harvey, look at me. I know I'm a cop. But, Harvey, I am also a woman. And I'm crazy about you, Harvey.
Then why are you standing out in the hallway?
Christine, it's transition time. We're all working it out.
I'm a cop. Made detective. Now I want to make chief of detectives. Something wrong with that?
Be chief. Just get off the warpath, will you?
They tick me off.
They're just testing us. Samuels is gonna reassign us.
Yeah. Yeah, from 48th and 6th to 54th and 7th. Next time we'll be undercover topless. He's driving me crazy.
Sense of humor, first thing to go.
You know what Samuel said to me yesterday when I told him I was headed downtown?
What?
He said, stop at Orchard Street and buy his wife a birthday present for him.
All right. Okay. So he's a pig. But you get involved in the mafia. And we wind up spare ribs. Leave that to the Knox. They're trained for that.
Look, it's all set up. We can go see Vinnie Manconi tonight, right after we
Wrong.
stop.
I'm going home tonight. You go see Vinnie
Manconi.
Whatever his name is, I'm not getting into that.
He's so ripe. You don't want to spend another week in those sequin platform shoes, do you? Come on. What do you say?
How much does Samuels want to spend on his wife's present?
Very funny.
I got here within 45 seconds, a minute of the scream. Lieutenant. It's the worst I've ever seen. She's all hacked up, bad. Blood all over the place.
Of course, no witnesses, no description, no nothing.
No. Got the manager here. He got to the room about the same time I did. And as soon as forensics shows up, I'll take him out, try and come up with something.
Okay. You need anything? Anyone?
Just some fresh air.
Then I would appreciate it, ma'am, if you could come down to the precinct and look at some photos. If you could identify the perpetrator.
Nature's toothbrush.
You building up for some wise guy remark, Cagney?
No, just making an observation. Apples are nature's toothbrushes.
The MO's all the same. Saturday night, when the most cash is in the till, two guys sawed off shotgun. The third guy locks the door, and a getaway car timed to arrive just when they are coming out.
No more than 5 minutes total every case.
Well, at least they didn't assault anyone.
Did you girls have to get into your work clothes?
I drew a blank. Mrs. Locke won't come down. She's afraid a kid will get hurt if she cooperates.
What about Lacey? One mother to another.
That's a psychologically sound idea.
It's a kidnapping. And the feds are in charge. Let them worry about it. Miss Becky, what about that bartender and that...
Why let the feds get all the credit?
Cagney, will you get on with your job? Let me talk to my men.
He said he only got a quick look at the guy when his ski mask slipped.
What's the matter? You didn't see how tall the guy was?
Mary
Sure
Beth,
he was.
that was a delicious
He was
stew that you
wearing
made
a
last
description,
night.
nothing?
I can only tell you what I know. He
Could you give me
was
the
leaning
recipe?
against the building and there was a window.
Oh, sure.
and
First, you gotta buy a pig.
A pig?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that you could buy a pig in this town.
Oh, sure, you can buy a pig almost anywhere in this town, but you don't want an old pig, you know, or a fat pig. You want a nice, succulent, firm, young pig.
Hold it. Hold it! You want off the John detail? Okay, you're off the John detail. Get over to the Delancey Hotel. Petrie's there on a homicide. Assist him.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
You mean it?
What's the matter? You can't take yes for an answer? Go on, get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Cagney and Lacey on homicide.
When they see what is down there. They'll be begging for the John detail.
Detective Cagney Lacey.
You don't want to go in there.
I'm gonna throw up. Don't you dare. The cop did it, why can't I? Think of what Samuels would say.
Well, at least she died with her boots on, huh?
Hey, let's go find Petrie, huh? Come on, Chris. Let's go. You get us prints of those right away.
All right.
Chris? Any better?
I still see her.
She looks surprised. Did you notice that?
I think I'm so tough.
Listen, homicide. I bet everybody goes through that.
I don't know, Mary Beth. Maybe they're right about us.
Watch that.
8 years. 8 years I've wanted to be a homicide detective. 8! I'm sorry.
It's all right. How often do I get a chance to have you lean on me? Huh?
I don't need nobody.
Atta girl.
A lot of hookers have bought in that neighborhood in the last 6 months.
But only 3 like Ellen Sue.
You see? And nobody thought they would make detective. What else did you read in Petrie's report?
Pathology report. No recent sexual activity.
Bullseye. So, this alleged maniac which we have on our hands is not after their bodies. He wants their lives. Petrie, you got any leads?
Negative.
So we're gonna have to find a way to get a lead on this weirdo killer, hmm? Maybe, put a couple of cops out in the street dressed as prostitutes, huh? Usual backup. I'll be right there to make the collar.
Ah, gee.
We're detectives, not decoys.
Homicide detail, which calls for you to be undercover like you were on a John detail. Now, look, no one's trying to put you down. We've got a maniac on our hands. Remember, he's not after your bodies. So if any of these Johns want you to take your clothes off, don't waste any time with him. He's not our guy. Get rid of him.
Lieutenant, if there weren't any women in the precinct, then you would have your detectives go after him in the regular way, right?
Sure. But now we're lucky. This way, we get the chance to have him go after you.
Okay. Now, you guys are going to be in the lineup with some of the members of the Silver Dragon. Thing is, we need a positive identification of the kid that executed the other kid. Also, this may take quite a while, because you guys all look alike, so we got to be patient, okay?
Whoa,
wait. Did that mean something nasty? Did you guys hear? If he said what I think he said, I don't need that. I'm just doing a job here.
I'll take the room tonight.
Okay. Petrie, you'll be parked in a taxi just up the street here. And as Becky, will be doing his famous wino imitation across the road here. Cagney will be staked out in 217. Lacey, you use 216 when you take the Johns upstairs. You already used a mic setup on John Detail, right?
Yes, sir.
If your intuition tells you that there's something screwy about the joker you got up there, don't be a hero. That's what that mic is for. We'll be right downstairs.
Yeah, I just want to catch that bastard.
It's not just him you got to worry about. Every guy that follows you up those steps is going to have one thing on his mind. I don't care how good you talk your way out of it. You're going to be in trouble with every one of them. So when something gets kind of hairy, you get in touch with me quick.
Got it.
Great. Okay. Let's take a dinner break and We hit the neighborhood at 10.
10.
Come on, it's Becky. I'll give you a ride uptown. I'm gonna let my wife look at me for a few hours. Remember who I am?
That's a good idea.
I'll see you later.
You want to come home with me for dinner?
Or you can come with me to see Vinnie Manconi.
Will you forget it? We're already on a case. What do you want?
I want you to open up your eyes to new opportunities.
As far as I'm concerned, there's plenty of opportunity. Just trying to find that creep that knocked off that poor hooker. Or have you forgotten about her? White tub, red bubble bath.
Hey, stop it. You know me better than that.
I do? Sometimes I'm not so sure.
Look, we could be stuck on that miserable stakeout forever. We have an inside track on that drug thing. This man, Manconi, is a loser. His wife's sick. He's trying to raise his kids. He runs errands, drugs one day, numbers the next. You know, he's not a pusher. He's a delivery boy.
So if he's such a loser, what could he know?
My pop always says, you want to find out something, you go to the guy at the very top or you go to the guy at the very bottom. What do you say, Mary Beth? Come on.
I say forget it.
More people die in these streets from drugs than anything else, especially the hookers. You can't tell me that one's more important than the other.
I'm going home to dinner. You're invited. Leave the rest to the Knox. Besides, I talked it over with Harvey.
You what?
That's right. I talked it over with my husband.
You're a cop.
I know what I am. I'm a mother-wife cop. Emphasis on the mother-wife. I'm not going out looking for trouble. There's enough of that doing our job. You want to be a superhero person, emphasis on the superhero. You're on your own. So. Okay. We'll stick to murder, huh? One thing at a time.
You know what I just thought of? Oh, that creep from the liquor store. Some of the things that he said to me when I was
Oh, yeah, I know the one you mean.
You know who else just crossed my mind? Remember when his Becky mentioned the outfit that one of the profs was wearing? I thought of that theatrical costume place on Mulberry Street. The man that runs that is really weird.
But not a killer.
No. Wait a while, maybe we're on the wrong runway. Maybe it's not a man. Maybe it's a woman.
Nah, it can't be a woman.
Why not?
Well, you know us. We only kill for love. Now, this creepo...
Do you mind, huh? Why don't you just leave that stuff for the locker room, huh? I just like to have a little dinner with my wife and a friend. That's enough with the police stuff, huh?
It's a great dinner, Harvey.
Thank you.
I'll get that. It's probably for me.
I'll get it.
It's for you. That's all she thinks about, cops and robbers.
Harvey?
I know you don't like to hear it.
Yeah, but she's my partner.
You know what kind of partner you need? A married guy who wants to be home at night, who's not out all the time looking for trouble.
Put my dessert in the freezer. Huh? Got lucky. See you at 10.
I guess that's not all she thinks about.
She got lucky. I got lucky.
Kind of creepy out tonight, isn't it?
Yeah. You heard what's been happening around here.
We heard.
Little store-bought courage. I'd offer you some, but I got a bad cold.
Thanks anyway. It's okay.
I was too scared to go out there without a little help.
Thought you paid for protection.
Are you kidding? Frankie can't protect us from murders. That's a cop's job.
The cops? That's a laugh. They can't protect you.
She's right. They're never around when you need them.
Hey! Like your shoes.
Yeah? Like everything else, they're for sale.
Evening, Father.
Good evening, Cleo.
Listen, thanks for the good words you said about Ellen Sue. It was nice.
Oh, you're welcome. You're new here, aren't you?
Yes, Padre.
Well, I hope you'll visit our church. Good evening, ladies.
In the concourse.
Whoa, what? Can't you see I'm off duty?
I mean, you don't want to drive to the Bronx, right? I never thought I'd be glad to see a cop around here.
Hey, how'd you know?
You kidding?
Okay, 50. Just get your damn clothes off. Quit stalling.
I'm not stalling. I can't even take my coat off till I take off my jewelry. Ow! You're hurting me. You can have a little appreciation, you know. I've had a very bad day, and besides that, I got a terrible headache.
Headache? My wife has headaches. That's why I'm here.
A headache?
Okay, let's go over it one more time. The MOs are similar. First, at the Delancey Hotel on Delancey, Helen Malowski, prostitute, age 24. The second, at Paradise Manor, a flea bag over on Hester Street, Mary Ryan, prostitute, age 23. And the third, at the Delancey, Ellen Sue McGuire, prostitute, age 23. You've got all the pathology reports and the photographs of all the victims?
Yeah.
All right. Any suggestions?
They're all Caucasian.
Well, so?
So there's a lot of Asian and black prostitutes in the area. Could be racial.
Well, obviously it's somebody who hates prostitutes. Whites, maybe. Women, certainly.
According to our psychiatrist, it's the Jack the Ripper syndrome, a love-hate complex about women tied up with mother mistress. It all ties in with no sexual activity.
Oh, spare me the psychiatric jargon, will you, Cagney? I'm not interested in a lot of theories about why it's happening. I just want it stopped.
I just figured that every little...
Look, the girls haven't had much success on the John detail. Why don't we try a different approach?
All right, any suggestions?
Yeah, why don't we turn it over to our snitches?
It's out of the ballpark for them.
Two of them are friends. Mary Ryan and Ellen Sue McGuire.
Hey, they were both Irish. What does that mean?
It might mean something if the third one was Irish, too, but she was Polish.
Oh, wait a while. What about the two friends, Ellen Sue and Mary Ryan? Anyone talk to their friends or family?
Yeah, they all had the same friends, and I talked to them all. Blank.
Oh, none of them have any family except Ellen Sue McGuire, and her mother is coming in tomorrow from Minnesota to claim the body.
Detective is Becky. Yeah, just a minute. It's your Uncle Seamus.
Hello. Oh, hi, Uncle Seamus. Hold on a minute. My Uncle Seamus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Seamus. Yeah, what's new?
Why did he do this to me? I hate doing this kind of stuff on my lunch hour.
That's terrific, Uncle Seamus. Vinny got a new job. Yeah, thanks for letting me know.
South Street Pier. All right.
What's up?
Yeah, the narcs are showing off their favorite method, dogs.
Those dogs are terrific. You know, I read somewhere that they can sniff out narcotics from anywhere.
Hey, Cagney, where do you think you're going?
Lunch. We eat sometimes, remember? Lunch with my Uncle Seamus.
Hold it, Lacey. Nobody else leaves here until we draw lots for this lousy detail. Hey, LaGuardia, do up some numbers, will you?
You got to volunteer, Lieutenant. I love dogs.
Not even used to broads yet. Now they're sending us dogs.
Oh, pardon me.
What took you so long?
What is this about your Uncle Seamus? Come on, Chris. What's going on? You don't have an Uncle Seamus.
Ha! Interested, huh?
Ha! Interested? No. Worried? Yeah.
My Uncle Riker said Vinny just got out on bail.
You've been working on this behind my back.
Not anymore.
There they are. Okay, cover me.
Hey,
You find me.
we got friends at Rikers.
Shh, come on, I gotta live here. You know, if they knew I was talking to cops. Hey, guys, give me a second, will you? Look, just leave me alone, will you?
Hey,
Just leave me
Vinny,
alone.
Vinny, we just want to talk to you. Do you know what you're facing?
Do I know what I'm facing? Do I know what I'm facing?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure I know what I'm facing. All of a sudden, I'm this big-time dope dealer. Maybe I'll get life. I talk to you, I get dead.
No, we're going to take care of you, Vinny.
Oh, sure, sure.
Don't be a sucker, Turkey. The DA's gonna put you away forever, and that's just what ought to happen to a punk like you.
Leave him alone, Mary Beth. He's worried about his wife and his kids.
Wait a minute. I get this. Good cop, bad cop. But if you don't mind my saying so, I think it would be better if you did it the other way. I mean, she's really got a mouth on her, right?
See? I told you we shouldn't. Didn't I tell you we shouldn't come? I'm just no good at this stuff.
Come on, don't put yourself down like that.
No, it's all right. It's just I know what I can do and what I can't do, and I can't play this kind of scene. It's not me, you know? It wasn't a good idea.
Well, no, I thought you were really good. It's just, it's tough to fool me, that's all.
I appreciate you saying that.
Do you mind? You going to turn or not?
No. I'm not going to put my head on any chopping block just so you can make a collar.
We shouldn't have come. We should give this up. Yeah, well, I know that this is dealing with big stuff. This is too big for us.
Sweetie, you don't know nothing. I mean, I am just trying to make a living here.
I know enough to be scared.
See, she's got a head on her.
And I know I got 2 kids in the public school system. And every statistic I read tells me that at least one of them is going to be into dope before he's in junior high. And I can't handle that. Something's got to be done about that. I'm sorry.
I don't know anything.
Call me the first time your kids are in trouble, huh? If you're around.
She wrote every week. She sent money home in every letter. She said she was a secretary. And I didn't let her know what I knew, how she made her living. It was a little game we played with each other. This is all I've got left. Her possessions, the police called it.
I wonder if we could have a look at them. Thank you.
It's not much to show for 23 years of life.
All right. All right, just let it go now. Let it go now.
Crucifix.
I don't know. We've had that hotel area staked out for a week now. We're no closer to busting that killer John than we were when we started.
Well, maybe we ought to try a new tack.
You said that? Oh, that's great. Well, come on, I'm open. Let's hear about your suggestion.
Look, we got the connection right. They all wore crosses. All right, let's ram this down Samuel's throat. Are you kidding? Not yet. We're hugging this to our sweet little female bosoms.
Chris, you can't do that. He's the boss.
I know. But he's very busy right now. Let's leave him alone. We'll tell him later on.
Detective is Becky.
Chris, we don't really have to be twice as good to be equal.
Says who?
It's your Uncle Vincent.
Hello.
How many uncles she got?
Great neighborhood for our outfits. We overdressed.
Which theater?
That one is the Western.
The corner Western?
Yeah. Boots and saddles.
Maybe we got our signals crossed. Maybe he's inside.
No. I told him. I laid it out for him in front of the theater.
I never saw a horse look jealous before. How'd they get him to do that?
Come on, over here. Don't mind my saying so, you dress a little flashy for cops.
Well, you see, when you're doing a man's job, you don't want anyone to think you've lost your femininity.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I thought you would. What do you have for us?
Well, I got a call today, and, they want me on another errand. It's a big shipment. I'm supposed to meet the boat when it docks.
Who are they?
I don't know. Day. There's a day at the other end of the line.
What's the name of the boat? What's the drop?
Hey, easy. One at a time, okay? Boat's called the Palermo. It's a Spanish registry. It's out of Pakistan or Iran. It's one of those ands, and it's due in 3 days.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Okay? You got it all now, all right? Now listen. I never want to see you two broads again. You got that?
Never again, Vinny.
Good.
Hey, you wouldn't mind if we put in a good word for you at the DA's office, would you?
Strictly on the quiet.
Be nice for your kids if you got off easy.
Find another business, will you, Vinny? I don't think it cut out for this.
Reporting it to the chief, huh? Okay. Yeah, well, we of the 14th are proud to be of service.
Going down the hall so we can check these out.
Pretty good police work, huh? The narcs, I presume, were pleased?
Narcs? Hell no. No, I gave it to the Coast Guard. They'll rack them up at sea. It's better that way. Protect your source.
Thank
you, Lieutenant.
Come in, girls.
Would you care to say a few words into my cleavage?
Testing. 1, 2.
Could you be more explicit?
Nobody heard nothing, nobody sees nothing, nobody knows nothing. A whole, pardon me, pool room full of monkeys.
Yeah, well, stay on top of it, Becky.
It's okay.
Thanks, Krause.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Don't forget, any problems, just let us know. We'll be right there.
I'll sing something.
That'll do it.
Give me a drag.
Hey!
You smoke too much.
Who gets the church?
Shoot you for it. Odds. Mine. Cut off my mic, fellas. I'm gonna go see Father Cavanaugh before we get started. Confession's good for the soul. It's private.
You can leave sound on me. I'm gonna check up and down the street.
Excuse me. Where can I find Father Cavanaugh?
What it be like, 10 and 2?
Father, I know that we're not in the best of businesses, you know. The cops won't help us. So far, it even seems like God's forsaken us.
Oh, no, no. To blaspheme is not the answer.
I know. I'm sorry, Father. Well, we've been talking, you know, among ourselves, the girls, and, Father, all the girls who've been murdered are Catholic.
What are you saying?
Somebody, you know, might think that we've blasphemed for being what we are. They might want to kill us for what we are. We need your help, Father.
Our doors are never closed.
Well, if you knew anyone who hated us, if they confessed, you could warn us.
If a person like that appeared in my confessional, I would convince them that they are on a path of evil. I would turn them from their purpose. Now, I will hear your confession. The Lord be with you. In nominis Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
Amen.
Excuse me, miss, but would you mind if I asked you
Dynamite. You were dynamite.
Thanks.
Show the cross.
You guys got Cagney plugged in again, right?
I don't like the looks of that guy, Becky. Stay sharp.
Tell your coat to shut up. I'm trying to sleep.
It's warm in here, huh? Look, look, I wanted to talk to you about the price. See, my pimp told me that What's your hurry, fella? Don't take that off. Anybody ever tell you got a real mean look? See, my love for no one else can end. I sing when I get nervous. It's kind of a habit. Hey! I'm a cop! Freak!
Don't move. Don't move.
Nice.
Stop! Police!
Easy, easy.
You think this is him?
There's only one way to find out, is Becky. Take him down and book him.
You should never start it up with a cop. All women are whores.
Sweet.
Dirty.
That's a real guy.
You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Lace, do you think it was him?
If it was him, he's not following the same MO. He's after our lives, remember? Not our bodies.
Maybe he's branching out.
I'm gonna wash my face. I screamed. That's a great thing for a cop.
It was to scream at, for God's sake. Come on, I'll take you home.
We're on duty.
You've had enough of duty for tonight. I'll call us in, sick or something. All
right, but you don't have to drive me home.
Nice collar, girls.
We were all almost back in uniform.
Yeah, the next time you decide to bust a John, why don't you make sure that he don't work in the mayor's office?
That's it. Night, everybody. I've had it for tonight. You too. Okay, Chris?
Drive carefully. What do you say, men? The night's still young. Shall we go back to work?
Yeah. It's okay by me. Forensics are gonna be up there for another hour. Hey, why don't you and I go out for a little coffee and Danish, huh?
Come on, Petrie.
I never said you shouldn't work, but this night stuff is for the birds.
I'm with you, huh?
Come to bed, huh?
I'm just asking you to remember, you're a married woman.
Remind me.
Hey, I don't mean to be critical. You know I think you're terrific.
New York's finest.
Yeah, Chris. She's one thing. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't mind this night stuff. Mary Beth? Ah, Mary Beth. Sweet dreams, copper.
Thanks, Charlie.
Fellas, let's pack it in for tonight, huh? I'm beat.
Come on, it's Becky. Let's call it a night.
Excuse me, Charlie. Yeah, my limo's here.
This is a dangerous neighborhood. A nice Catholic girl like you should be more careful.
in there.
Hiya.
You don't know a damn thing about teamwork, do you? Or friendship, do you?
Hey, Mary
No,
Beth,
no. You'd have got yourself killed last night. I'd have to live the rest of my life feeling like it was my fault. Like I let you down.
Listen, if I wasn't there, another woman would have been killed.
Not good enough.
Anyway, I was upset about Cleo. I had to find something to do with myself.
You never had any trouble finding something to do before. Don't give me that crap, Chris. Somewhere in the back of your head, you wanted to make that collar alone. Now, maybe we're two different kind of cops. I want to do my job. I want to do it well, but to me, it's a job, and to you, it is some kind of...
I've really been pulling hard on you, haven't I?
You want to be a star.
Maybe I saw too many films when I was a kid. You're right. Deep down, what I've been pushing for all along is to be a star. Uh-huh. You want my autograph?
You call these plain clothes?
Ain't that the way they say it goes? Ain't that the way? You gotta make a bet when there's a show where you can't play. Even when you know you're gonna lose, it ain't tax exempt, it ain't even dues. Ain't that the way? Even when you know you're gonna lose, it ain't tax exempt, it ain't even dues. Ain't that the way?
Open up. Okay, you know the routine. Let's go. Let's take a seat.
So, what time was it when it happened?
How many times I gotta tell you, you got the wrong guy?
We don't have all the kinks out of the system yet.
And look, I gotta go to the John, or is that a federal offense? On your feet. Take it easy. We'll take care of you.
Hold it!
What happened?
Come on, a car, a tank full of gas.
Unleaded?
You two got an assignment. You're in charge of security for Helen Granger. She arrives tomorrow.
The Helen Granger who's been bum rapping the Equal Rights Amendment?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, how do you feel about the enemies you've made because of your conservative stand on these issues?
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. Besides, it's not as if I'm running for political office.
Nothing you do would surprise me.
I am going to take that as a compliment.
Mrs. Granger, as a leading figure in the anti-feminist movement,
Haven't you acquired a great deal of power for someone who would like us to think of her as just another wife and mother?
I don't think of it as power. I think of it as support for my beliefs.
Oh, and what exactly are those beliefs?
That every American woman has the right to be a full-time wife and mother without being forced to work outside the home.
Well,
I can't believe I'm doing this.
There are an awful lot of women out there who
I
have
could
to
be out
work
finding Harvey
in
our
order to
anniversary
support
present.
themselves and their children.
Helen would love that.
An awful lot of women insist upon going out to work and competing with men. I can't imagine why any woman would want to give up her freedom and become imprisoned like men. That's right, boys. You don't know it, but you're in much worse shape than we are.
I think my lunch is coming up.
You're talking about economics here.
I'm talking about freedom.
Economic freedom.
What about the economic freedom of men whose jobs have been taken over by women?
Wait till she gets a
Well,
load
just to
of
be
us.
fair, I think this would be a very good time to read the Equal Rights Amendment. What do you think?
Fairness is what I'm all about.
It says here. Thank you very much, Mrs. Helen Granger, for being here today.
I loved every minute of it. Thank you so much, Hal.
After we meet her, I'm not going to say anything. I'm afraid what will come out of my mouth.
Well, it certainly went by very quickly.
You were wonderful.
Oh, thanks again.
Watch your step.
Oh, yes, thank you. Thanks.
Mrs. Granger?
Yes.
I'm Detective Lacey, NYPD. This is Detective Cagney.
How do you do?
What can I do for you?
We've been assigned to protect you.
But I requested police protection because a man...
We know, ma'am. We're it. Your limousine's waiting outside. Something tells me you're uncomfortable, Mrs. Granger.
Uncomfortable?
With us being your security. It's my guess you feel safer with a couple of guys.
Rather than police persons? I won't deny it.
You mind if I smoke? If I don't have just one little puff, I'm going to die.
Oh, go ahead. Although it's the other way around, isn't it? Well, since you seem to be it for the moment, I guess I'd better fill you in on what's been happening to me.
You left on a lecture tour 3 weeks ago yesterday. Approximately 2 days after you left, you began receiving telephone calls of an obscene nature. First call came after your initial appearance at Cornell. The second one in Utica, third Syracuse. You then became concerned and contacted police departments in each and every city that you were speaking, Albany, Rochester. They attempted to trace the calls, but were unsuccessful in doing so. And last night was the final engagement of your tour at Princeton, and this morning you boarded a helicopter for New York, Mrs. Granger.
Did you enjoy the ride in this limo from the airport to the TV studio?
It's good for meetings, and we do most of our entertaining here, but our real home is in Connecticut. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Helen.
What present? What are you talking about? That was him again.
Take it easy. You said something about a present?
I don't know what he's talking about. He was here. In my apartment. He left that.
Don't touch anything.
I'm going to check the rest of the place.
We'll get a forensic team up here. Find out how he got in. Until now, it's just been phone calls. Is that right, Mrs. Granger?
What does he want? I don't know what he wants.
Mrs. Granger, you step in here, please.
Settle down, okay?
But I tell you, I was minding my own business. It is
304, public nuisance, okay?
My dear fellow, this is a free country. You do remember Abraham Lincoln, don't you, huh?
That the tall fellow with the beard?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to go out with his sister.
But I bring him here legally. I told the policeman. I have the papers.
I don't care if you got his grandfather's birth certificate. It is against the law to take a python or other poisonous reptile on the subway.
Ah, Dunkard is not poisonous.
Isn't it about time for the girls to check in?
Yeah. Yeah, what?
I got something that's now they're gonna make the hair on their two little heads stand up. It's gonna turn it white.
Yeah? So what is it?
Take a look.
Yeah, it's a great gag.
Hey, it's genius, even if I say so myself.
Yeah. Great gag.
What should I get her for our anniversary?
What anniversary is it?
Our 12th.
A see-through black negligee.
Christine, I was thinking of getting him a meerschaum.
Rebecca, you can't fit a dog that size into your tiny
A
apartment.
meerschaum is a pipe, not a dog. Hiya, men.
Hi.
Jeez, it's like a graveyard around here.
Hey, you girls want to see something really cute? We just found the sweet little bugger in the subway.
Ooh, hello, sweet skin. Look at you, aren't you pretty? You're just all curled up there for a nice nap, aren't you?
He's a real live one. He's fat and sassy.
Okay, so what's happening with your big, obscene phone call taper?
Hey, hold your horses, cowboy. If it was a man that was receiving those threats, he'd be an endangered species, right? But since it's a woman, she's a neurotic ready for the loony bin.
Relax. Who said anything about being neurotic? Yeah, I saw the Granger lady on the Carson show. She's an okay broad.
Why? Because she thinks if a woman isn't in the sack, she should be making a pot roast?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Not if your life's goal is to become a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Will you two get off each other's case? Lacey, Come on, you got a report for me or what?
Yeah, the guy's a real psycho. He gets off on tearing up Granger's underwear, you know. Forensics found nothing.
Well, let's send a telephone trace team down there.
We already arranged for that.
Good. Who's covering?
Davidson and Velasquez are on it.
She's scheduled to speak tomorrow at the Village Auditorium, and she has been advised that it would be wise to have protection.
We're gonna miss the fight.
Well, fans, here we are in the beginning of round number 2. And this match was Dominic Trujillo.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shot. Good. Come on. Where's he gonna put it?
Up, yeah.
It'll never go to distance.
5 chance, no knockout.
All right, you're on.
All right.
What round is it? The second.
Your boy's holding his own.
Hey, it's Becky. You know Luke the Nuke was their first caller? Cagney and Lacey. That was over the 23rd, right?
Yeah.
Luke, pal, you kidding? You must be putting me on.
That's right. They started his career. If they hadn't busted him, he never would have made it to national TV now.
Hey, Sweetness, I got a newfound respect.
Detective LaGuardia, 14th Precinct. Just a moment.
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Helen Granger. She wants to talk to the man in charge.
Yeah, well, give it to Cagney Lacey, will you? It's their case.
Lieutenant, she wants to talk to the man in charge.
Cagney, will you take the call? Tell the woman she got the best in the department on the case and leave me alone.
Watch his right, Luke. Watch his right.
Cagney, will you take the call? Cagney, I can't see through you. Come on.
Yeah.
Hit him again.
He deserves a point for backing us.
Well, you know why he's backing us. He doesn't want to miss the fight.
I'll take it any way I can get it. Go ahead back to the bloodbath. I'll talk to her.
I owe you one.
Detective Lacey. Yes, ma'am. I see. When was that? Well, ma'am, I think that my superior would advise that you cancel.
He's not getting up.
Come on, up.
He's never getting up.
He really rang his bell with a punch.
Boxing is the only so-called sport where one player tries to do irreversible harm to another.
What do you know about boxing, LaGuardia?
What do you know about boxing, Cagney?
Well, it's an art. To me, boxing is an art. It's the art of attack and defense, using your fists, but it's practiced as a sport. It's been around for almost as long as 5,000 years, and I think it began and originated in Samaria.
Samaria?
Samaria, yeah, which is now Iraq. From Iraq, it spread down and went across.
Okay. So you know about boxing.
Thank you. Lieutenant, that fan of Helen Granger's that's been following her on the lecture circuit, he called her again. He added a little something.
Like what?
He said he's going to kill her.
All right. Get her back on the phone and tell this department advises against her doing that lecture thing tomorrow.
She has been so advised.
And she's not about to take the advice, right?
Right.
Okay. When does she do the lecture?
Tomorrow at 4.
LaGuardia, you and this Becky, you go on over to Granger's place tomorrow morning and stick with her the whole day, all right? Cagney, you and Lacey go over to that auditorium and take a peek. Tonight.
I better call home.
Hello?
Who is it, Mike?
Hi, Mom. Here's Dad.
Hiya, honey. Yeah, they did their homework. Just a quart of milk and some onions. Yeah, okay, me too. I'll wait for you to eat. Did you wrap your gift to Mama?
Almost.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing?
I just want to see what you're giving her.
Oh, man, a sales lady. She folded it perfect.
I was just looking.
Now we gotta fold it up again, right?
What is it?
PJs, can't you see?
It doesn't look like PJs to me.
It's girls' PJs.
Is this all Mom said she wanted for our anniversary?
It's the thought that counts. Isn't that right, Dad?
That's right, and it's a surprise, huh? So don't say anything, okay? It's a secret between us guys. Huh? Okay.
And you know how much they want for the pipe and tobacco setup? You know, that works with a pipe and tobacco humidor? $269.
So what? It's your 12th anniversary. He's gonna love you for it.
Well, he'll love me for getting it for him. He'll kill me for spending the money.
What you doing?
Nice fella.
Look, Mrs. Granger, we went to check out the auditorium, and he was there, but he got away. We think that you'll be taking a very big risk going back there tomorrow.
In other words, I am supposed to give up my work because of your incompetence.
We'll have better luck next time. How do you like that?
Hmm.
You know what she said?
What?
She thinks we're in the wrong profession.
Yeah? I think maybe she's in the wrong gender.
You guys sure are touchy about that woman.
How would you feel if you were guarding the head of the Ku Klux Klan?
I might leave my gun at home.
Cagney, Lacey, you know who that was? That was Helen Granger. You know what she wants? She wants you two off the case.
Fine. She wants us off. We're off the case.
Hold it a second. Helen Granger does not set the assignments here. I do.
So are we off this lousy case or not?
I don't get it. What is your beef with her?
You wouldn't understand.
Again, with the I wouldn't understand. Try me.
It's
Politics.
economics.
It's that Gloria Steinem feminism stuff, right? Well, come on, explain it to me. I want to know.
Men will not be truly liberated until women are. But Helen Granger doesn't want women to be liberated because she thinks men should take care of women.
I don't get it.
It's simple. Helen Granger says women are already better than equal under the law. They don't have to serve in the army. They don't pay alimony. It's stuff like that.
How come you know that? You're single.
You never know.
If you ask me, it's all bull.
It's bull, it's bull. Why do you always come on like that, is Becky?
Comes naturally.
Petrie, you help us here? The Constitution of the United States said all men are created equal, right?
Right.
And they didn't live up to it. So they put in an amendment about black men. Now, you're gonna have a kid?
Right.
If it's a girl, don't you want her to be equal under the law?
Of course I do.
All right.
Come to think of it, Thelma had a job once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We need a little extra money. You know, we were young and just starting out. Yeah. Might have been the happiest.
So what happened?
Well, so when I was finally well situated, I made her quit.
Good night.
Lacey, Cagney, hold it a minute. I got a message for you from Captain Hightower.
Hightower.
Yeah, you remember him, Public Relations, NYPD? Well, he wants you to call Peter Schuyler. Sports writer? Schuyler wants to talk to you two about your favorite fighter, Luke Powell.
Sir, what we have to say about Luke Powell, Peter Schuyler would not be allowed to print.
Well, maybe not. But Schuyler's making a lot of noises about parole for Powell, and he wants your input. So, remember the image of NYPD and be like you always are, girls. Nice.
So, Pete Schuyler came to see, huh?
Uh-huh.
He's gonna put you in his column?
Oh, I doubt it. He's pushing to get Luke Powell parole. We're against it.
Luke Powell's a good fighter. How long's he been up the river?
Harvey, nobody says up the river anymore. But I'll tell you something. Up the river is exactly where Luke Powell belongs. Mean. That was one hostile guy. Out of control, you know. Rage like that, it's like insane. He's a killer.
All right, but he's had some time to cool off. Well, how long's he been up there now? What, 6, 7 years?
Oh, sure. Great. Who's always saying longer sentences, throwing a book at him? You're Mr. Law and Order until it comes to some jock. Then all of a sudden, go easy, because the spotlight washes all your sins away. I'm not only talking about Luke Powell.
Hey, come on, get off your soapbox, will you? Maybe the guy's turned around, huh? Maybe he hasn't, but in case he has, don't you think he rates a shot?
Everyone's entitled to a shot, Harv.
You bet.
Harvey, you ever get the feeling that sometimes I'm screwing up your act?
What are you talking about?
I'm a cop and you're chopping onions.
So?
So according to Helen Granger, I should be chopping the onions
And I should be up on a skyscraper catching rivets, huh? Yeah, I could live with it. Didn't work out that way, did it? So what are we gonna do, break up a lousy marriage?
Harvey, do you think that I would be crazy for you if all of a sudden you went completely bald?
I don't know.
You know, someday, Helen Granger is going to run for president of the United States. If she does, would you vote for her?
Hey, a screwball who thinks a woman's place is in a home, huh? Gotta admit, it's a gutsy position. Hey. Tomorrow night, in case you forgot, our anniversary.
Tomorrow.
Got reservations at the Shamrock.
I don't know, Harv. Tomorrow I'm supposed to bust the entire mafia.
Get out of my kitchen.
How long's it been? An hour and a half? 2 hours?
Just about. You think Harv would like a leather-bound edition of Mark Twain? No. No, he'd let the kids look at it. They'd get peanut butter and jelly all over. I came up with this stuff in the middle of the night. Bathrobe is a lousy idea. Jogging suit? Jogging suit, Harv? I said it was the middle of the night. Aftershave. Hello?
Tell me why you call me. What do you want from me? What do you want to say to me? Are you lonely?
Come on, baby.
Where are you? Where do you live?
Come on.
Tell me something about yourself. Do you go to school?
th and Broadway, southwest corner. 14th and Broadway, southwest corner, phone booth.
About 5 minutes ago, a call was made from that phone booth. Did you get a look at the caller?
Yeah, well, I was busy with a customer, you know? I mean, I wouldn't even notice the guy at all, except that he ran out of that phone booth so fast, he almost knocked over my stand.
There's a man, huh?
Well, he sure wasn't wearing no high heels.
Did you get a good look at his face?
Well, I'll tell you, it happened so fast that, I mean, he was gone before I can catch my breath.
Thanks, Mr.
Aparicio.
Aparicio.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Must be around. Don't look at it.
Mrs. Loomis, the owner of that store, saw the caller, and she will come to the precinct when she closes. Any luck?
A little. Little.
Lieutenant Samuels, Mrs. Loomis.
Loomis, this is Mr. Uhrig. He's our sketch artist. This is Mrs. Loomis. She's the lady who saw the man in the telephone booth.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Sit down. Relax. Don't force anything.
Hello.
Don't push it.
Oh, I remember him quite clearly. He was about 5 feet 11 inches. He had fuzzy hair, eyeglasses, and a baby face.
Okay, let me start with a round kind of face.
All right.
Congratulations, you made Schuyler's column.
2 women scorned. Oh, listen to this. Whoever invented the phrase, the milk of human kindness, never had to break bread with the 2 female police persons I met yesterday.
There's more.
Completely disregarding Luke Powell's efforts at rehabilitation. Ah, jeez.
Forgot to mention the crime we committed.
Lacey, when Don's through with this sketch, I want it wired to every police station in every town where Granger ever lectured, you hear?
Yes, sir.
How about this?
Oh, it's really beginning to look like him. I can't believe that you can actually reproduce something like this with a simple description.
Yes, that lower lip. It seemed to quiver like when he was talking on the telephone. But the hair could be a little darker. Some of it kind of thicker on one side than the other. Jaws, I never forget. It was a strong jaw, definitely.
Let's see what you got, Don.
You've done him perfectly.
We're not staying. We just came to show you this. Anyone you recognize?
Hello? Oh, Jason. You bet I'm ready. I made a commitment to talk. I didn't cancel my lecture at Village Auditorium, and I am not about to cancel because some psychotic whom they can't catch threatened me.
You think her husband is a possibility?
If you were her husband, wouldn't you be tempted?
What? No, I can't guess who's going to introduce me. Judge Margaret Stockwood. Jason, you're a genius. It must have been tough rounding up somebody black, conservative, and a mother of 4 who actually likes me. Thanks. Gotta run. Bye-bye. Well, you were the ones who saw him. I certainly never did.
Let's get one thing straight, Mrs. Granger. Even though we're not a couple of linebackers from the Jets, we've still been assigned to protect you.
In your fashion.
Come on. Let's get out of here.
I don't want to go to Hawaii. I get burned on the first day, Thelma. Why should I fly 6,000 miles to stay indoors for 9 days? Huh?
Well? Huh? Oh, no, nothing yet.
Listen, we'll talk about it later.
Maui no Ka'oi.
What?
Maui, #1, the best. You'll love it.
You check out those mugshots, will you?
I was only trying to be helpful.
Suspect had been arrested for armed robbery. Served, he... You want some? Are you kidding? Do you know how many fats and chemicals you're eating?
Just pastrami.
Animal fats, parasites, carcinogens, nitrates, sodium.
Maybe that's why it tastes so good, huh?
Lieutenant, any response on that wire photo we sent out?
Buckus, no. That Loomis broad that we brought up here with the description, she probably didn't even see the guy at all.
What, you think she made all that up?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's the way she makes herself feel important. Maybe that's a substitute for sex.
When you write your autobiography, Lieutenant, don't give up the comic book rights.
Hey, Mr. Aparicio.
Hey, Laura, how are you?
Fine. You mind if we ask you a few more questions?
No, go right ahead. Go ahead.
Terrific. You know the guy that was in the phone booth that bumped into your stand here? I know you said you didn't get a very good look at him, but does this do anything to your memory, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. Like I told you, I never saw his face.
You don't remember anything about him?
Well, he had his back to me. You know, I was getting pretty teed off. You know, I mean, the guy... he took my business phone for over 10 minutes. I was running out of hot dog buns and I couldn't make a call.
Said he was in the phone booth for 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Aparicio.
Oh,
hey.
it's all right.
Nice to see you again.
Take it easy.
Ciao. 10 minutes. So? So the calls to Granger never last more than a minute.
He must have his obscene routine down pat.
Or he must have been talking to somebody else before he placed the call to Granger.
Good one.
Ms. Malone, Detective Cagney at the 14th Precinct. Yeah. You helped us trace a call from a phone booth in Manhattan with the number 9832. That's right. What we need to know is, was another call placed from that number minutes before the call to the Granger apartment? That's right. Terrific. Can you get right back to me? Thanks.
No, I don't need a physical, Thelma. I'm feeling fine, yeah. Then it was just a heartburn, that was all, yeah. But I don't have to exercise, no. I get all the exercise I need just walking to the funerals of all my athletic friends. You don't think that's funny, Thelma?
Detective Cagney, 14th Precinct. Yeah. The call was made to Yonkers. Subscriber's name is Mike Walker. And the number? One more thing, Ms. Malone. We've got traces on calls made from Utica, Syracuse, and Rochester. Yeah, and what we want to know is if the calls to Yonkers were also made from payphones just before the obscene calls. Mrs. Walker.
Yes?
We'd like to talk to you about your son, Mike.
Who are you?
We're police officers, New York City. I'm Detective Lacey. This is Detective Cagney. We come in for a minute?
All right. Is he in some kind of trouble?
When was the last time you saw your son?
He's been traveling.
Utica, Syracuse, Rochester.
Yeah. Why are you asking all these questions?
Have you ever heard of a woman named Helen Granger?
No. And neither has my son.
How do you know that, Mrs. Walker?
Because he tells me about every girl that he meets. We have a very sincere and open relationship. Michael tells me everything.
Well, we have reason to believe that he's been making threatening phone calls to this Helen Granger.
You're wrong. How could he? You don't even know her. You have no right to come into my home and make such ridiculous accusations.
We didn't mean to upset you, Mrs. Walker. Is this your son?
Yeah, but he's taken off some weight since that picture. I made him stop eating sweets. Oh,
Oh, he got a merit badge in beekeeping. That's just like my son.
Oh, Michael was an Eagle Scout.
Yeah, Harvey Jr.'s still a tenderfoot.
I'm sorry to have bothered you.
If you hear from your son, we would like to talk to him.
Okay.
Mrs. Walker, does your son own a gun?
He has a license for it.
Does he carry it with him?
Of course not. He always keeps it here. It was always there.
The guy's name is Michael Walker, and the picture matches the sketch.
And what's his relationship with Granger?
His mother says that he's never met her before in his life.
Just some kind of psycho. Samuels, 14th Precinct. Yeah, I know she's going on an anti-ERA fundraiser tonight, LaGuardia. So what? Okay. Pal from Yonkers just called Granger. Said she's never going to make it to that fundraiser unless she sees him first.
He has a gun, Lieutenant.
Why not? Everybody else has. I'll get an APB out on this guy, Walker. You two get over to Granger's house, stick on her tail. Don't let her out of your sight. Let's hope she resumes her lecture tour, gets out of town and off our backs.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
What? Harvey.
Hello?
Hiya.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm waiting.
Harv, you're gonna hate me.
Yeah?
Harv, it's our anniversary.
Yeah, our anniversary. Same day every year, last 12 years.
And you have reservations and everything?
Not everything. So far, just reservations.
I can't make it, baby. I'm on duty.
Okay, so you can't make it. You're on duty.
You're mad.
Mad? I'm not mad.
Harvey, why do you always keep everything in? When you're mad, say you're mad.
I'm disappointed. What do you expect? It's our anniversary, huh? I am not mad.
Stay up for me, huh? Please?
Think I could go to sleep without you? Be careful, Mary Beth, huh?
Yeah.
All clear at 912. On my way to check 914.
We copy. He loves all that physical stuff. Can't you just picture him leaping from roof to roof?
Or tree to tree.
You okay in there, Mrs. Granger?
I'll be right out. I'm just spraying my hair.
Did you get a load of that dress she's got on?
What's the matter with it?
Nothing. Wish I could afford it.
All ready.
Wait a minute. I'll check and make sure that everything's clear.
Thanks.
You smell that perfume? Cagney and Lacey must have been driving this thing around yesterday. It's kind of heavy, like mentholated musk.
It's my new cologne.
Just what I need right now.
Maybe it's not him.
Don't you believe in women's intuition either, Mrs. Lacey? Hello?
LaGuardia. He's on the line.
I really don't have time for this right now. 1,200 people have paid $10 a plate to hear me speak, and make no mistake, I am going to be there.
Don't talk to me about 1,200 people.
May I ask you something? What have I ever done to you?
You don't listen to me.
Listen to me, Michael. I'm a friend of your mother's, and she is very, very worried about you.
Who the hell are you?
Doesn't matter. I saw that picture of you with the Boy Scout uniform. Geez, you got a lot of merit badges, didn't you?
You were in my house?
Anyway, your mother wrote you a letter, and she had no idea where to send it to, so she gave it to me. You want to hear what she had to say?
I got it right here in my purse. Hang on just a second. Helen, would you hand me my purse, please? You got that, Meg? 68th and 2nd. 68th and 2nd, LaGuardia. 68th and 2nd. Go. Right here, Michael. I got it. Dearest son. I've been thinking an awful lot about you, Michael. And I miss you. And, son, I wish you'd come on home. Chasing all over the country after that woman, that's foolish.
You told my mother about me and Helen.
Michael, I didn't say anything to her that you would not want her to hear. And she told me that you are a very decent young man. You wouldn't hurt anybody. She told me when you were a kid, you wouldn't even step on an ant.
Mary Beth? We got him.
Mrs. Granger, we got him. Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, could you get over here and take over for me? I got a chance to salvage a couple minutes of my anniversary. You ready?
Yeah. That's a nice set of PJs.
I love my presents, Harvey. I hate myself.
Why?
Because I haven't found you yours yet. And I've been racking my brains for weeks. And work started to pile up so fast.
Hey, you want to give me something that'd make me really happy? Hmm?
Anything. You name it.
There you go. Pleasing your man. Glad to see you learn something from this Helen Granger.
Oh, yeah. She's smart. And she's gutsy. And I wish she was on our side. So what can I give you that would make you really happy?
Give data.
Oh, you're kidding.
Am I? Read statistics on women smokers lately?
Harvey, that's not a real present.
5 or 10 more years with you. It's one hell of a present.
Happy anniversary.
Well, an overworked Smithy is treading on very thin ice when he loses his cool in our Bill catch-up tonight on ITV3 at 8. Next, though, our time traveller Sam materialises as a con man, posing as a rainmaker in Quantum Leap.
Everywhere you look, it's half-naked women being used to sell everything but cars to cola. Sexual merchandising. Buy our product, and you might get the woman, too.
Do you like being raped today? It's just beaten up.
A man assaulted you, and another man photographed it. And other men and women are going to sit in a movie theater and watch that. Well, how do you feel about that?
I must be with you tonight.
Oh, Eve. The soul of discretion. Honest, not one word to Harvey Vane. My lips are sealed. Would you stop?
And I'm sick of this victimless crime thing. We got a lot of victims here, Christine.
You know, I don't mind getting up at the crack of dawn for an early morning court appearance. That is true. But I'll tell you, when the judge continues it because the lawyer doesn't have his act together, that ticks me off.
Ought to be used to it by now,
I never
Christine.
get used to it. A man robs a drugstore in broad daylight. There are 6 eyewitnesses who give positive IDs. The lawyer says he needs more time to get his case together. What case? He doesn't even have a case.
Well, lock him up. Don't worry.
I'd like to lock the lawyer up with him. Did you see the way he played the judge?
I don't think Judge Burns noticed. He was napping.
What is it? It's here. Miss Becky didn't fill this gas tank. I'm gonna have him killed.
The case is half full.
Great. Come on, Ollie. Hey, go around us. What do you think? Could be the fuel pump, could be the carburetor, could be the manifold. You know what you're talking about? Yeah. Sorta. I'm calling the police garage. That's great, Mary Beth. Some big grease monkey's gonna ride up here like John Wayne and say, well, what seems to be the problem, little ladies? Can you fix the car, Christine? Well, well, well. 2 of New York's finest little ladies in distress.
Everything is going to work out fine.
In broad daylight on 48th Street, he pulls out a rifle and starts shooting.
We are doing the best we can.
Tessie has stopped eating. She will not go out for her walk. Oh, poor little thing.
Yeah, poor Tessie. But Tessie, what we're going to... Hey, I'm just making nice. We're trying to do everything we can. I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Squad room, Monsieur Benoit. Our detectives operate out of here. How you doing, LaGuardia? Fine. That's my boy. We have an excellent pension program for our older police officers.
Okay, please, I gotta have every can work. I'm gonna take care of everything. I'm a dog lover too, so you'll see everything is gonna work out fine. You just gotta be a little time to get some. I'm gonna put my best to the. I'll be with you in a minute, Daniel. Just a minute. You'll see. I promise you, my best two detectives are working.
Community relations is an important part of our work.
So, what can I do for you?
Let me introduce Monsieur Yves Benoit from the Public Relations Office of the Paris Police Department. Monsieur Benoit, Lieutenant Bert Samuels, 14th Precinct.
How do you do?
I'm very pleased to meet you, Lieutenant.
Monsieur Benoit is here to observe police procedure in New York. It's part of a little program of international cooperation between Paris and Washington.
Uh-huh.
And he asked to observe a typical precinct. I thought, what better place than the one for us?
Uh-huh.
I know you'll take good care of him, Bert. Show him how a top-notch team of police officers operates.
Daniels, I am swamped with cases. I got no time for this.
That's terrific. It's terrific. He'll be right in the middle of things, front row seat. Monsieur Benoit, I'm going to leave you in Lieutenant Samuel's capable hands. If there's anything he can do for you, you just let him know. Au revoir, monsieur.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bert.
Well, would you like a cup of coffee?
It's very kind of you, Lieutenant.
Yeah, well, there's some over there. You help yourself. Go ahead.
Okay, and what's the problem?
We could be here for days. Relax. They said they were sending somebody right away. Don't count on it. This is the police department. I don't want to hear one word about women and cars. Now, why should he make a crack? You know these department mechanics. They're all clowns. I took my sports car in to have it fixed by him. One of them suggested I turn it in for a station wagon with automatic transmission. You hear that? Small caliber pistol. I'm a police officer. What happened?
In here.
All right, get inside your apartment, sir. Stay out in the hallway. Police, open up! Police! Back up. No, that's good. We heard gunshots. Whoever police officers, back away from the door, sir. Put your hands in the air. Nice and slow. Good. Everybody. Good. We heard gunshots from this apartment.
We're making a movie here.
Anybody fire this gun?
No, it's just a prop. It just makes noise, no bullets.
All right, everybody put their hands down.
You have a filming permit from the city of New York.
Well, it's not for commercial distribution. It's just a student film.
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea what type of film it is. It's not very educational, and it also happens to be illegal even with a permit.
All right, we're gonna walk out of here and pretend we didn't see any of this. Next time we run you in. Does everybody understand that?
Hey! Do you have anything better to do than hassle artists?
You want me to seize the film right now? We'll see how artistic it is.
I thought only men cops got a kick out of harassments like this.
Look, we can book everybody in the room.
No,
we have
she's
no
gonna
problem
shut up,
with
officer.
it.
Thank you, officers.
Okay, what was that? We should have made the collar.
For what? We book them. They get out on their own recognizance. It takes 2 years for this stuff to go to trial, and they skate out on the First Amendment. Artistic freedom.
It's not artistic, it's pornographic.
Mary Beth, I'm telling you, porno colors are a big waste of time. Well, look who finally got here. You ready for this?
Excuse me? We're the officers that made the call.
Figures.
Pornography is against the law.
Mary Beth, the Supreme Court can't even agree on a definition of pornography, much less a municipal judge. In this city alone, 17,000 hookers were arrested. Now, you guess how many of them they convicted?
12.
That's right. So there you are. It's a lousy collar. It's low priority. It's a victimless crime.
Victimless crime, sure. They should enforce the law or repeal it.
Okay, you got my vote. Right now, we got supermarket robberies to deal with.
It's not that important. How can you be so sensitive to children and not care about animals?
I just don't like dogs.
Marcus, dogs are people, too.
They're not people, Victor. They're dogs. Otherwise, they'd be called people.
We got a guy out there taking pot shots at him. I mean, we've got to put him away.
He's using a BB gun. None of the dogs has been injured.
Now, excuse me, why is this man shooting at dogs?
They're not using pooper scoopers, Monsieur Benoit.
Pooper scoopers?
It's kind of a portable waste disposal system. Nothing like American technology, huh? You see, we got a guy out there that's down a court. So I'm running a check on all the known psycho collars in the last 3 years.
Psycho collar?
Yeah, fruitcakes with records.
Oh, interesting. Can you tell me the name of that attractive brunette-haired woman over there?
You mean the blonde, don't you?
No, the other one.
She's married. Shouldn't even fool around.
She's Detective Mary Beth Lacey, Monsieur Benoit.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope I'm not disturbing you, Detective Lacey. My name is Yves Benoit.
How do you do, Mr. Benoit? What can I do for you?
I'm here from the Paris Police Department to observe the precinct for a few days.
Really? Well, welcome. Meet my partner, Christine Cagney.
You do, Mrs. Cagney?
Hi. It's Miss Cagney. Or sometimes we say Ms.
Detective would do.
Please excuse me. So, are there many women detectives on the force?
Oh, well, not as many as I'd like to see, but it got better the last 4 or 5 years.
Perhaps you would like to have a drink after work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Benoit, but my husband, Harvey, will be waiting dinner at home.
Of course. Perhaps some other time?
You never know.
Excuse me.
What do you think?
Ooh, about what?
About Benoit. He's cute, isn't he? Nice teeth, and I didn't see a ring on his finger.
Well, I don't know how to advise you, Mary Beth. I mean, if you're having trouble with Hall.
Me? I'm talking about you here, Christine. I made it very plain to him I'm married.
That has never stopped a Frenchman.
He was just being polite.
So discretion, honest. Not one word to Harvey. My lips are
Christine,
sealed.
stop it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Cagney Lacey, where are those DD5s on the supermarket holdup?
Well, the car broke down this morning on the way back from court. We haven't
And
had
while we were waiting for the tow truck, sir, there was this pornography business.
What pornography business?
There were some shots fired.
They were
from
not
an apartment.
shots. They were blanks. They were just using them for filming.
Well, so was anybody injured?
No.
But we thought, sir, that since there appeared to be an illegal movie being made.
Oh, I get it. Cagney figures she's gonna score some points on Vice. Is that
That's
it?
not true. I'm the one that said we turn our backs and we walk out, which is exactly what we did. I said next time we run them in.
Well, that's very good for you. But I want to see those reports on my desk. I need them 2 hours ago.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they don't have men with mustaches who keep their socks on anymore.
I know that, Christine. Harvey and I went to one of those X-rated movies once. We left after about 10 minutes.
Now, how did I guess that?
Oh, don't tell me. You like them.
No, actually, they're very repetitious, but some of them are okay.
Okay. How can you call garbage like that okay?
It is not rape. It is not murder. And if people want to watch it, they have a right to. This is America.
Yeah, well, I don't like it.
So what, we ban it because Mary Beth Lacey doesn't like it?
I don't understand how other people like it either.
Why not? Because it doesn't happen in a bedroom in Queens under the sanctity of holy matrimony.
Wait a minute.
Well, who appointed you God? I mean, what made you the arbiter of everybody else's morals?
That's not what I meant, Christine.
Well, you could have fooled me.
It is not a victimless crime. That's all I'm trying to say. It degrades women. It degrades everybody.
So don't look at them.
I can't avoid it. It's everywhere you look. It's on billboards and TV ads. Half-naked women being used to sell everything from cars to cola. Sexual merchandising. Buy our product, and you might get the woman, too. It stinks, and I don't like it, and you shouldn't like it either.
You finished?
Yeah, for the moment.
Good. I'm going home. Good night.
The dog was with you in your cab?
Well, yeah, we lied together, a little extra protection. So I stopped to let Albert do his business, and the next thing I know, he's sparking bloody murder.
Well, did you see who shot at him?
I didn't even look. I thought Albert was dead.
Well, all right, Mr. Gurwitz. We'll canvass the area for witnesses.
59th Street, Lexington. You got 200 people you can talk to.
Close your eyes.
Voila.
Merci. That's a croissant. That's nice.
They're much better, of course, in Paris.
You know the same is true with bagels? No, I mean that they don't taste the same outside of the city of New York. It's the water.
Have you ever been to Paris?
Me? No. Harv and I, we've been to Florida, Atlantic City, the Jersey Shore. That's about it.
Tell me, where do you get your hair, how do you say, designed?
Done. We say done. Little place on Casino Boulevard.
It's very alluring.
Hi. Mr. Benoit just brought me a croissant.
Wasn't that nice? Good morning, Mr. Benoit.
Good morning, Detective.
Oh, that's okay. I'll get it. Detective Lacey, 14th. Who? What, sir? Slow. Just talk slower, sir. Yeah. Talk slower, sir. What? Well, did you look closely? Okay, all right. Just sit tight. Don't touch anything. We're on our way. Yeah. Remember that apartment we were at yesterday?
732 Clinton.
Yeah. The tenant called. There's a naked man in the doorway of apartment 102.
What's he doing?
Nothing. Just laying there, face down, not moving.
Fascinating.
All right, moving along here. Back up, Arthur.
Detectives Cagney Lacey. Anything?
Nothing on the surface. No bullet holes, knife wounds, or bruises.
Identifying marks.
Now, the best I can do for you is an abdominal scar, right side.
Give us a call after you work them up, will you?
You got it.
They even took the sheets. Won't take them long to desperate prints in here. We should have made the collar, Christine. We could have prevented this. Maybe. He could have died of natural causes.
Well, come on, he was naked.
So?
So they were making pornographic movies here. Yesterday, remember? People and movie cameras and lights. What happened to everybody? Where'd they all go? How come nobody bothered to call an ambulance?
I think the answer to that's pretty obvious, Mary Beth.
I don't think it's so obvious.
Come on, we'll talk to the super.
It's like nothing ever happened. Like we imagined the whole thing.
So what'd the landlord say?
Said he paid for the rent with cash a month in advance.
You get a name?
J.D. Salinger.
Did you run it?
It's a phony, sir. Salinger was a writer who was very hot in the 50s.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, yeah. Bart!
Yeah, hello, Bert. Cagney and,
Lacey.
Lacey, right. How we doing with our observer?
Got him observing, this Detective Isbecki on a dog case.
Oh, that's good, good, good. Bread and butter police work, yeah. You know, speaking of bread and butter, why don't we have our two ladies take them out to lunch? You know, I mean, someplace typically New York. We'll pick up the tab.
Well, we're kind of busy at the moment, Mr. Daniels.
Come, I'm sure it can wait an hour, Lacey.
I'm Cagney.
Cagney, right. Look, I want this guy to go back to Paris with a really good picture of how this department operates, you know?
Going to lunch isn't precisely police work, Mr. Daniels.
It is in Paris. Believe me, those people know how to live. You know, when I was over there in '81 with the chief, I put on 5 pounds. They have got pastries there that are lethal.
Daniels, could we talk?
Yeah, sure, Bert.
please?
Keep up the good work, Carl.
Not just... We are up to our ears.
How do you like that? I got ordered to lunch. So why don't you go?
I don't want to go. I feel guilty going out with the guy.
Come on, what is wrong with having lunch with the guy?
I was about to say I feel guilty going out with the guy when we have this John Doe thing to follow up.
I'll handle John Doe.
You're the one that talks French.
You're the one who thinks he's cute. He seems to be very taken with you.
Heads you go, tails I go.
You go.
2 out of 3.
You are a police officer. If he gets out of line, you cuff him, read him his rights. If he offers you a cognac in his hotel room, play it by ear.
Uh-huh. You want some onions? You like onions?
No, I like
Oh,
onions.
good for your hair.
Onions, I know.
And, is that enough? Good. Thank you.
You come here often?
Only when I can get table. So, Mr. Benoit, how you like New York so far?
Call me Eve. And what is your pre-name?
Mary Elizabeth.
Very pretty name. Almost as pretty as you.
You have a family in France?
I have 2 daughters and a wife. Would you like to see a photo?
Oh, yeah. Here, let me take this one.
Oh, thank you. Voila.
Are those your daughters?
Catherine and Agnes.
Oh, they're adorable.
My wife's name Marie-Louise.
She's very lovely.
Thank you. We have, what do you say, an understanding. You see, thank you. She has a lover in New Eve. She sees every Tuesday evening.
How interesting.
You and Emily,
Harvey.
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 Do you, perhaps, you have an understanding too?
Hot bowls Tuesday nights.
Oh, fascinating.
Heart attack? Are you going to write it up as natural causes?
Very fun.
Oh, I see.
I gotta get to work.
Okay, look, we'll get back to you if we get a make on him. Yeah. Thank you. Hello.
Oh, yeah?
That was the medical examiner's office. The boy died of a heart attack precipitated by an overdose of amyl nitrate.
Did he have a heart condition, or was he just doing poppers?
There was no previous heart condition according to his report.
Okay, that's something. We got something. Let's talk to somebody in Vice.
I got nothing.
A man makes an illegal movie. He ODs on a drug that's supposed to be prescribed to heart patients and winds up dead. He's left all alone in an apartment and nobody lifts a finger to help him, Christine. There's a crime here somewhere.
Not according to the statute book.
All right, we got a dead John Doe, huh?
Wait a minute. What if somebody forced him to take the poppers? Then we got murder.
Okay, but we still have to talk to the people that were making that movie.
Okay, so we go talk to Vice.
That's what I said.
Come on.
Isn't that what I just said?
No, what we've got here is a $5 billion a year underground industry. You got cash transactions, no records, dummy corporations, tax shelters, things of that type.
Who makes these films, Sergeant?
Most of it's mob finance, but not all. I've traced some of it to straight investors who don't care where the money comes from.
We're trying to ID a John Doe who was acting in one of the films.
Not easy. Most of these people don't use their real names. Some of these characters have got a dozen aliases.
The man overdosed on amyl nitrate.
Could someone have forced him to take the popper?
Hard to prove.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens, doesn't it?
It happens. Some of these directors will do anything to get a film shot.
Can you help us, Sergeant?
Maybe. I'll run some of the films for you. A lot of these actors work over and over again. If you see see somebody recognized, we'll match him to the film. We got files on most of the distributors. Excuse me.
Well, we appreciate your help, sir.
I gotta warn you, though, there's not a hell of a lot of close-ups on their faces.
Thank you.
Pretty monotonous, isn't it?
Who's the guy?
His name on the credits is Randy Studd. He also works under the name of Johnny Hunk. His real name is Stanley Perlmutter. We collared him twice. He walked both times, First Amendment.
What do you think, Chris?
It isn't him.
Look at him. He's so indifferent. It's like it was another day at the office or something.
To him it is. $100 a day, maybe a little coke on the side.
I'll go outside for a minute, okay? How you doing? Can you freeze that?
Hey, you want to come and take a look? I think I found the woman.
That's right. And how much money have they in all? That's 12 cents. Discover a way they can get 6 pennies from the 12 cents.
Who is it?
Linda Mack?
Yeah?
Police. You might remember us from yesterday. 732 Clinton.
What is it?
We want to talk to you, Mrs. Mack.
Look, that's my daughter over there.
Would you be more comfortable talking back at the station?
All right. Come in.
Hiya.
Excuse me. Jesse, why don't you go in my room, watch TV? Come on, it's okay. Sit down.
Thank you. Fractions, huh? I got a kid in the 4th grade, too.
What is this?
Mrs. Mack, one of the men that you were with in that apartment yesterday, he turned up dead this morning.
He OD'd on poppers. Died of a heart attack.
Nobody called an ambulance or a doctor?
He was found laying in the doorway. Did anybody force him to take those poppers?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
How come?
Because I finished my work on that film yesterday.
So what did they do today?
I don't know. I was in rehearsal all day for another film. They probably got somebody else to work with him.
Do you know who he was?
Bill something. I don't think that was his real name. I never worked with him before.
What about the director? Do you remember his name?
Jim, Jack. I don't know. I met him at a party a couple of weeks ago. Look, what do you want from me?
We want to find out the circumstances of the man's death.
Well, I wasn't there. So I don't know, okay?
Chase for a buck, will you? So you got the name of the porno distributor. So you go after him. Then what do you get, huh? At the very best, a very shaky criminal negligence homicide. If you can prove foreknowledge on his part. Remember, the guy wasn't on the premises when it happened.
I would still like to serve him, sir.
Okay, so you serve him. Then what, huh? 2 years from now, you get to go to court. Half the witnesses are out of state. And you got some little assistant DA at 25 grand a year arguing liability against an entire hutsy-tutsy law firm that this guy's probably got on retainer. Then what?
Then we will have done our job, sir.
Hey, what's the matter with this machine? Thanks, Josie. Lacey, why don't you help out this Becky and Petrie on the dog case?
Oh, that's their collar, sir.
That's very funny. Their collar. Funny.
Unintentional, sir. Mary Beth.
I think our John Doe just got a name.
Yeah?
Missing person sent him over.
What, the parents?
Mr. and Mrs. Harris. Their son Norman has not called them in a week.
Description match.
Right down to the appendectomy scar. Oh, Lord. How old was he? 19. Honor student at Brooklyn College, captain of the swim team. And his parents say that he did a little acting when he had some time.
Magnolia Fighter Rosales. Excellent specimen.
Gorgeous.
And therapeutic. Pliny the Elder lists 32 remedies for common illnesses made from rose petals.
Who gave it to her?
Harvey.
Chateau Pyrigode 66. Hardly Harvey's style.
Morning.
Morning.
Hiya. Hi. Look what someone left on your desk.
Probably one of your many admirers got the wrong desk.
It's got a note.
It's in French.
Want me to translate it?
No. No, thanks.
Lacey, want to serve the porno distributor?
Yes, sir.
There it is.
Thank you, sir.
So, do it.
Thank you, sir.
That's good. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Another witness to interview us, Becky?
You know I love you, little red leash. You look good in red. Sit. I'll write it up, all right? Good. Muffin. M-U-F-F...
Victor, what are you doing?
Victim profile report. I-N.
Where's the owner?
She's out parking a car.
Victor, you losing it?
Yeah, Muffin. What went down out there?
What is this garbage?
It's a judgment against you, Mr. Belden. Reckless endangerment and negligence.
You gotta be kidding.
A young man died making one of your films, Mr. Belden.
And you want to go against me on that?
Yes, sir.
Lots of luck.
As the distributor, you can be held liable for criminal negligence homicide.
Sure. Listen, you want to serve me for conspiracy to distribute obscene material, you at least got a court date. See this? 24 obscenity judgments. Every one of it's going to be thrown out. But this baby, this isn't even going to trial.
We'll let the district attorney's office decide that.
Oh, they're going to love this one. criminal negligence, homicide. What are you?
Who supplies you with the films, Mr. Belden?
I don't have to answer that question.
We can subpoena that information.
You want subpoenas? I got a drawer full of them, too.
Do you want us to have organized crime look into this?
Oh, come on. Does this look like a mob operation? They take better care of their people. Listen, ladies, I'm going to do you a big favor. I'm going to save you a lot of time. Mermaid Productions is legit. 100%. You want to subpoena my books? Be my guest. They're clean enough to eat off of.
We want to locate the people that were making a film for you yesterday at 732 Clinton.
Why, you want to go watch a little, maybe?
You pay these people, don't you?
I paid them very well.
Okay, so you have records, employee forms, W-4s.
You want W-4s? Yesterday was payday. Here. I got a drawer full of them, too. IRS had me down for a tax audit and came through with flying colors. My tax returns are clean enough to eat off of.
Congratulations.
Want to check my restrooms?
I'm sure they're very clean, Mr. Belden.
Vincent Maslovsky, 789 West 43rd. He's the director?
He likes to call himself a director. Between you and me, he's a flake.
Who's this guy?
Carpenter.
Oh, what's he do?
Electrician.
This guy here?
Calls himself an actor.
This one here?
Calls himself a grip.
Yeah, and?
That's the grip's friend.
The grip's friend, who's that?
It's a cousin of the grip, the first grip.
You got two grips on this? Mary Beth. You got actors
We
here?
got more actors. At the bottom, you got actors. You got actors, you got actresses, you got all kinds of people.
At the bottom, you got actors. Okay, all right.
Well, it happened so suddenly. We're right in the middle of the scene, and this guy, he starts gasping for breath. All of a sudden, he just keels over. I mean, just like that. We thought he was kidding.
Why didn't you get a doctor? Call an ambulance.
He was dead.
Mr. Maslovsky, if he was dead, how the hell did he drag himself halfway out a door?
Look, I don't know. We panicked. Nobody said a word. We just folded up our tents and we split.
And left him there to die.
No, I told you. I thought he was already dead.
Whose idea was it for him to take the poppers?
Not me.
No, not to make you film a little better?
Look, I don't do drugs.
I didn't ask if you did drugs. I asked if someone forced him to do it.
Look, I didn't tell him to take the Amy's, and I'm not responsible.
Who is?
I'm only a filmmaker here. I just stand behind the camera, say action, and cut. Lady, I don't participate in it. All I do is film it.
Oh, I get it. He don't participate. He just photographs it.
Look, I'm an artist. I don't make value judgments.
You made a value judgment, Miss Maslovsky. You decided Norman Harris was dead. You left him on the floor. That's a value judgment.
Why don't you give me a break, huh? Why don't you both give me a break? Because I really don't even need this type of hassle now. I mean, if you knew how difficult it was to get to try to shoot a film, I am talking about any film.
Who else was there?
My electrician, I had my sound man, I had two grips, and I had the co-star.
Fine, I'd like their names and their addresses.
But I don't have them because nobody uses their real names.
This film you're editing, is this from Tuesday?
Yeah. Listen, would you like to see a little bit? There's a fabulous close-up here. Ooh. Listen, what I did was, I backlit her face, see? To bring out the cheekbones. Now.
We've seen enough, thank you.
Wait, we haven't seen the camera move yet. All right, now.
Yesterday?
Yeah. I come in real tight, my whole frame. Now.
She was there Tuesday.
Let's go talk to her tomorrow.
Mary Beth, we served Belden with a judgment. We know what happened. The kid was not forced to take the poppers. It's over.
It's not over. I want to know how come she lied to us.
Because she's like a lot of people we have to deal with in this business. She just didn't want to get involved. Listen, will you do me a favor and take the car back to the precinct? Sign me out, huh? Maybe I can still salvage my dinner there.
Yeah, okay, but I'm going to see Linda Mack in the morning.
What is it with you? Is it some personal vendetta? Hey, taxi!
Hey, who's the one that's always saying, make the collar, make the collar?
We made the damn collar, Mary Beth. We served the papers. We can't be responsible for the morality of everybody in this city.
I'm not a prude, Christine. You know that? I think sex is beautiful and important, and I want it to be beautiful, and I package it sold like some sack of potatoes. And I'm sick of this victimless crime thing. We got a lot of victims here, Christine. I mean, maybe Norman Harris is the only one that died, but Linda Mack has got a little child, doesn't know what her mother does for a living. That's a victim, Chris. And Victor is Becky, off duty. Victor is Becky's a victim if he thinks that all a woman wants is something in tight pants. Every poor slob that plunks down his $5 and thinks what he sees on a porno screen is what a woman wants in bed that's a victim. You're a victim. We got a lot of victims, okay? I got a crazy idea. I want to keep going on the thing until somebody can look me in the face and tell me how come nobody called the paramedics when the kid is lying on the floor dying of a heart attack. So you with me here? Yeah. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Have a good time, huh? I'll see you tomorrow.
Oui, chérie, j'étais très occupé. Figure-toi, je n'ai pas un moment libre depuis mon arrivée. Ah, mais non. Je t'assure, mon chou, je ne pense que à toi. Well, mon ange.
Hiya. I know, Harvey. I know. I got hung up on this porno thing. Yeah. I already signed out, okay? Yeah, keep the lasagna warm. Okay, love you.
Bonsoir.
Oh, hi.
Is Harry bowling tonight?
Harvey. No, he's home. He's keeping my lasagna warm.
For a coincidence, I was just speaking to my wife in Paris.
Oh, must be kind of late in Paris, no?
Oh, it's 2:30 in the morning. She's keeping the lasagna warm for me as well. We have an old saying in France. Mariage is so difficult that it takes 3 people to make it work.
You don't say.
You know, I have not yet taken a horse and buggy ride in Central Park. It's a lovely evening. It's a touch of spring in the air. I must be with you tonight.
Oh, Eve. I never thought anybody would say that to me.
I cannot believe that no one has ever said that to you before.
Oh, Eve. You got the wrong lady. And on top of that, your timing is crummy.
Yeah, crummy?
Crummy. Crummy is an American word for the type of case I'm on. Anyways, thank you very much. You were so nice. Thank you for the flower and the French. And I gotta go now. Vaya con Dios.
Confident the lasagna will still be warm when you get home.
Oh, no, I don't like it heated up. It dries out. Cheese on top gets kind of rubbery.
Pity. Really is much better the next day.
Mrs. Mack? Who is it? Detectives Cagney and Lacey. Leave me alone.
Open the door, ma'am, or we'll come back with a warrant.
What happened to you?
Tell us about the beating.
Just another scene. Got out of hand. Director kept telling the guy more and more. Wouldn't cut the camera.
Maslowski?
No. We wrapped that film yesterday. Different film, different director.
And you couldn't stop it?
I tried. But he kept telling the guy to hit me harder and saying, beautiful, beautiful.
Dear God.
It's gonna sell a lot of tickets.
Ms. Mack, why did you lie to us about Tuesday?
I don't even remember Tuesday.
It was the day Norman Harris died.
I gave him CPR, but it didn't work.
So you did do something?
Didn't do any good, so we just got the hell out of there.
Was the camera rolling through all of this?
I don't know.
Well, what do you know? Can you tell us anything?
No, that's it.
Let's get out of here. Let me ask you something. Are you going to file charges against the guy who beat you up? We can get the director, too.
That'd be the last time I ever worked in this business.
You mean you're just gonna let yourself get beat up and pretend like business as usual?
You want to pay my rent?
Mrs. Mack, can I ask you something? You have a young daughter? What are you going to tell her about this?
I'll tell her I got mugged.
You got worse than mugged, lady. A man assaulted you, and another man photographed it. And other men and women are going to sit in a movie theater and watch that. Well, how do you feel about that? Okay? How do you feel about this? Someday, some guy sees your film, and he thinks, that's what women really want. And he walks out of that theater, and he rapes your daughter.
You leave my daughter out of this.
She's in it, Mrs. Mack, whether you like it or not. We all are. You could bring charges against these people. You could make a difference.
It's not going to stop it.
So, Linda, do you like being raped today?
I wasn't raped.
Really?
I was just beaten up.
You were raped, lady. You submitted to something. Against your will, you were raped.
I got paid for it, didn't I?
Lucky you. Now, what happens next time when the director doesn't yell cut and the guy beats you to death? Now your kid is an orphan. How much money is that worth to you?
Mom. Mom, what happened? Did you hurt her?
No, Jesse. They're cops. It's okay. Mommy's fine. I just had a little accident.
That is one tough lady. I don't understand how she can live with it. Forget it, Mary Beth.
No, I can't forget it, Christine. See, I go home every night. And no matter how bad a day it was, I think, well, at least we took a little inch of crud off the city. I mean, of course, it'll be back tomorrow. But at least we're treading water. You know what I feel like right now? I feel like the crud is winning.
Want to talk about it?
No.
You've been walking around here all night like you want to slug someone.
I'm tired, Harv. I'm gonna go to sleep.
You want me to make you feel better?
No.
Guaranteed, and we don't have to say a word.
I said no, Harv. No means no.
No doesn't always mean no.
Well, tonight it means no.
It's this porno case, huh? Yeah. Hey. Hey.
I don't want to talk about it, Harv.
Did you make a collar?
Did you hear me, Harv? I said I don't want to talk about it. No means no.
Hey, so I get shut out here, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Please, Harv, would you just get over your side of the bed?
Come on, a little hug, maybe. What do you say?
No, Harv, nothing. Just get over your side of the bed and go to sleep, okay?
Good night.
These witness statements from the supermarket holdup are all contradictory.
Yeah, I know. Let's go on and re-question the employees. It's been nearly a week.
Yeah, maybe someone's memory got better.
Maybe.
And look after yourself. I'm afraid I have to say goodbye.
Oh, so soon.
Our business in Paris tomorrow.
Well, bon voyage.
Thank you. Farewell, Mary Elizabeth.
So long, Eve.
Perhaps some other time, some other place.
I don't think so, Eve, but I hope that Marie Louise kept a lasagna warm for you.
Will you please tell Herbert that he is a very lucky fellow?
I'll do that.
Herbert? dog collar.
Looks like a pretty tough customer.
Well, to use your expression, Mary Beth, maybe we got one up on the crud today.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky today. Maybe. Maybe some guy in that supermarket woke up this morning with a complete description of the perp.
Yeah, maybe he'll do all the paperwork for us, too.
And maybe the bad guy will go directly to jail.
That'd be nice.
Yes.
Could you please tell me where I might find Detectives Cagney and Lacey?
Maybe we're two up on the crud.
Oh, my God. Can you hear me? Okay. You're gonna be all right. I swear to you, you're gonna be okay. Just hold it there. I'm gonna get you off this roof.
Look at those. $59.95. Why would you wear pink boots? Well, that's not the point. They're on sale. This is real Italian leather. I don't need pink boots. So dye them. The ones you got have got to be 3 years old.
They happen to be very comfortable, and they were a present from Harv.
That is nostalgia, Mary Beth. We're talking bargains here. Look at this.
Cagney Lacey.
Good morning, sir.
What are we, shopping today or working?
Working, Lieutenant.
Good, because I got a real sweetheart here for you. This guy's knocked over 4 liquor stores in the past 3 months, all midtown. His M.O. is daylight, mirror sunglasses, and a small caliber gun.
This came over from the 8th?
Yeah, he started there, but now he seems to like us better.
8th Precinct never got an idea on him.
Well, he doesn't exactly encourage witnesses. One store owner gave him static, he got a bullet in the gut for his trouble.
Sounds charming.
Yeah, hey, but come on, who's always griping? I only give him grounders. Now, this guy is mean. So don't say I don't do you any favors.
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
What's this?
Weight inspection. Second notice. What weight inspection?
What second notice? He threw the first one away, too.
All officers are hereby put on notice of inspection 6 weeks from above date. At that time, any officer not conforming to departmental height weight standards as specified herein will be placed on modified assignment until such time as said standards are adhered to. Have you seen the gut on him?
Cagney Lacey, there's a liquor store robbery in progress. 41st and 8th.
On our way.
Suspect described as male, Caucasian, 6 feet tall, approximately...
Come on, move it!
What is going on?
I can't believe this. You wonder why I picked downtown in broad daylight? Where are we? 10th and 40th.
Pull over. Let's get out of here.
There he is! Hey, hold it! Police! Easy, easy, easy.
On 3.
Oh, my God. I gotta turn you over. Can you hear me? Let me see it. Let me see it, Chris. Okay. You're gonna be all right. I swear to you, you're gonna be okay. I'm gonna get you off this roof, Chris. You hear me? Huh? I'm gonna get you off this roof. Now hang on there. Just hold it there.
Dr. Phillips, please call nurse.
Word yet?
No, sir.
It's taking them so long.
Hey, don't worry. We all know how strong Christine is. She's gonna make it.
Charlie, I'm so sorry.
Hey, Mary Beth, now come on. We're cops. It goes with the territory. Remember, tell her, Bert. It's gonna be okay.
Cagney, Justine Cagney, any family members here?
Yeah. I'm Charles Cagney. I'm Christine Cagney's father.
She's in ICU.
She's okay?
She's lost several units of blood. Bullet managed to miss her heart and lung. Barring complications, she should be out of here in 2 weeks.
Can we see her?
Tomorrow. She won't be awake till then.
No. I'm a father. I want to see her now.
She won't even know you're there.
I just want to look at her.
Okay. Down the hall to your left, second door. Just the father.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Esposito. Emilio Esposito.
Babe?
Would you quit sneaking up on me? You could give a person a heart attack.
Come on, put that stuff down. Let's talk.
Quav, I'm cleaning the refrigerator here. Could you leave me in peace, please?
No. When you clean refrigerators at 3 in the morning, you need to talk.
I don't want to talk.
You need to. You need to get it
Quav,
out.
stop.
Christine getting hurt was not your fault, Mary Beth. There is no reason for you to feel guilty.
Oh, all of a sudden you're a psychiatrist.
Yeah, there's some things I know.
I should have been there for her, Harv.
You were there.
Behind her. Harvey, always behind her. Right behind her.
Oh, come on,
Don't
babe.
come on, babe, me.
You didn't let her down. I don't believe it. Chris doesn't believe it. Not for a second.
Oh, now you read minds. Harv, I got a refrigerator to clean here. That's the soonest I can see her. All right, you tell her I'll be there at 7 o'clock. Yeah, and tell her we all miss her here. Thanks. She had a good night. She's doing real good. Anybody see my case file?
I got it. Look, we didn't ask for this.
You cannot do this to me.
See?
With due respect, Lieutenant, you cannot take me off this case.
There's a lot of crime in this city, Lacey. Concentrate on your other cases.
I want to locate the man that shot my partner.
I understand that. And that's exactly why I took you off the case.
Please, Lieutenant, this one belongs to me, and you know that. We had the thing 15 minutes. Christine was on him, and I owe it to her.
Lacey, I got that. But with Cagney on it is, you can't work the case alone.
I can start the legwork, sir. She'll be back in 2-3 weeks.
Oh, well, that's great. That's great. Now, what's going to happen in the meantime when a guy hits again, huh? You're going to explain it to the victims' families?
All right, then give me another detective to work with. Anybody else?
What do you think? I got detectives coming out of my ears?
Please, Lieutenant, will you work it out for me?
All right. I'll think about it. But not until you get out of here.
How am I? I'm fine, Chris.
Did you tear my sweater?
Yeah.
Did I say anything?
You said, Mary Beth, I told you to get a new pair of boots.
What?
See, my heel came off. And I took that headed down the stairs. That's how come you hit that corner by yourself. I feel very bad, Chris. I burned those lousy boots.
See? Something good comes of everything. It was an accident. Forget it.
I couldn't sleep last night, Chris. I kept seeing that roof.
Me too. Did you get a look at that guy? I nailed him. I think Mary Beth in the leg. He looks so familiar.
Leave it for now. How much pain?
Only when I breathe.
Well, I went by your place. I picked up a few things. I got them, you know, cosmetics and toothpaste. Nonsense.
Thanks, Mary Beth.
I got a ton of messages here that came in last night.
From who?
Oh, a big group. Cops and civilians. Mostly men.
Charlie?
Oh, your dad? He was here yesterday. First thing. He barged his way into ICU to see you.
Guess it wasn't a barrel of laughs. You know, Charlie, he likes to have a good time.
Rest, all right? Rest and get strong. And I'll come by, see you in the morning. I'm gonna get that bastard for you, Chris. Doctor says you need 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks. 1 week. I'll bet you a pair of pink boots.
You're out.
Anybody thinks this is funny is going to be directing traffic in Sheepshead Bay. Hold on, will you?
You're gonna have to take some more drastic measures, Bert.
Watch it, Coleman. Did I say anything?
I'm sorry to be late, sir, but you wouldn't believe the traffic near the hospital.
Hey, you're going to have to cut down on the visiting hours because you got something that's going to take a lot more of your time now.
Sir?
String of liquor store robberies.
Liquor stores? Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's in my office. Come on.
Hello. I'm Mary Beth Lacey.
Well, hello. Steve Bennett. Detective first grade, late of the 8th precinct, temporarily your partner, and the pleasure is all mine.
Huff?
Yeah.
Gotta get up, don't you?
Yeah, I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. Morning. Oh. Hey, gee, your hair looks real nice, Mary Beth. Did you do something different?
No, same as usual. Honey, you got any cash? The boys need lunch money.
In my wallet.
I'll get it. I'm taking $5.
What's
What's all that gook on your eyes?
Gook? It's mascara, Hop. I put that on every morning.
Your new partner, you said he's up for retirement, so what does that make him, about 60?
No, 46, 47. He's through, though. Made his 20 years.
Yeah, good for him. What does he look like?
Oh, nice looking. Very fit.
Hey, is that a new outfit, babe?
Oh, I got this sweater from your mother 3 Christmases ago. The skirt I bought at Macy's on sale last Labor Day.
Well, you look very nice.
Thank you very much.
So, what's he like? Is he married?
Divorced. Harvey, the man, and I are working together. Working together, that's it.
Did I say anything?
Give me a kiss, Harvey.
New perfume?
One of our witnesses said the guy has an accent.
Beth, why don't you put the file away, okay? I mean, it's our lunch break.
Now, one other witness mentions an accent.
Yeah, well, half these witnesses can't even speak English. Here. This is bad for your digestion. Enjoy your lunch. You know, maybe you're gonna learn something working with me, huh? Oh. You gotta slow down a little bit. You're gonna burn yourself out. Homemade baklava, the best.
Oh, no, thanks. Anyway, I couldn't eat another thing.
Oh, it's okay. Just leave it for her. You gotta taste this stuff. It's incredible.
I really don't want any.
You gotta at least try it. Huh? Come on. One bite? You'll insult Demetrius. Huh?
Delicious.
Demetrius! He's an artist, isn't he?
We gotta go. Excuse me. May we have a check, please?
No. My friend Detective Bennett knows never a charge from New York's finest.
Oh, well, that really isn't necessary or lawful, sir.
Never argue with your host. Thank you, Demetrius.
Yeah,
Freebies make me uncomfortable.
What, a couple of stuffed grape leaves and some baklava? I mean, we're not talking major corruption here, Detective Lacey. I'll drive you. Well, let's go. Let's go.
Thank you.
So it's different working with a guy?
Yeah, it's different, all right.
Like how?
Oh. He always assumes he's the one that's gonna drive.
Oh. I bet you're not the world's best driver.
And when we're interviewing witnesses, I ask questions. They answer him like I'm his assistant or something.
Well, it's not his fault.
Okay, all right. So that stuff is not a big deal. It's his attitude I don't like.
Yeah? What do you mean?
We got a shooter out there. All this one cares about is eating lunch and getting home at 5.
I thought you liked getting home at 5.
This is different.
You never got home at 5 with me. You didn't realize how good you had it with me, did you?
Radiology, please call extension. I realized. Radiology, extension 482. This is nice. From your dad?
No, Tom.
It's horrible. Who's Tom?
Securities analyst.
$50, I bet you.
Charlie hasn't called or anything.
Did you try him?
No answer.
Maybe something came up.
Maybe.
2 jelly donuts, an orange soda.
Right here. What?
It's nothing but refined carbohydrates, Coleman. Bacon and egg sandwich, chocolate milk.
Yo. Pure cholesterol.
Cream cheese and lox on a bagel.
Yeah, that's me.
Do you know how much sodium there is in that? It's a cardiovascular time bomb.
It looks like breakfast to me.
Hey, what is this, huh? A squad room or a diner?
Well, if you see him anywhere, will you tell him call his daughter at the hospital? Thank you.
Good morning. And how are you on this bright and lovely day, eh?
Did you get me those witness statements from the liquor store?
Detective Lacey. You've got to slow down. You've got to learn to enjoy life. Smell the flowers.
Nice. Statements?
First thing this morning. Scout's honor.
Hey, Lacey, this for you.
Coleman, how come I didn't get this before?
I just found it. The new night man took it last night. He thought you were the one who was in the hospital.
What do we got?
This is Carmen Garcia in the Bronx. I think she remembers something.
Well, why can't she come down here?
You've got a sick child and no telephone.
Uh-huh. Well, there's always one, right? You know, years ago, this senile old guy hauls me all the way out the Far Rockaway 3 times. The only thing is, once I got there, he could never quite remember why he called.
Mrs. Garcia does not sound to me like a senile old guy.
She said she thinks she remembers something. Now, you want to haul us all the way up to the Bronx on that?
That's what they pay us for.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but I got 15 things to do right here.
Bennett, maybe she's really got something.
Yeah, and it'll still be there in an hour. Besides, with mid-morning traffic, it could take us the whole morning just to get up there.
What are you worried about, missing lunch?
Beats a drive up to the Bronx.
Thank you, Detective. Come on.
Is she always such a hot dog? Ooh.
Not a match made in heaven.
You never heard of peekaboo?
Do you have a gun?
Uh-huh.
Well, tell him not to get too comfortable.
I wouldn't say he looks too comfortable.
No, Mary Beth is busting his chops.
Really?
Yeah, the guy's dogging it.
It's hard to believe. A friend of mine over at the 8th says he's been decorated 4 times.
That guy Bennett?
Yeah.
Well, he's due to retire. Maybe suffering from short-timer's disease.
It reminds me of my old sergeant, the guy who broke me in. He had 1 week to his retirement. He answers a routine domestic disturbance call, takes 3 shots to the chest, and dies. Like that.
Dr. Phillips, please call nurses station 34. Dr. Phillips, 3rd floor nurses.
Say, we better get back. Christine, I hope our visit cheered you up.
Thanks for coming, guys.
I feel better.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Hey, it's Becky. Wait a minute. Can I talk to you privately?
All right, Victor. Bye-bye.
Shall I, lock the door?
Victor, sit down.
I don't remember too much. I was very frightened. And this man's face, like with mirrors, it was like a horror picture.
Excuse me, Mrs. Garcia. You said you thought you remembered something. If we could skip to that, we could get out of your hair a lot quicker.
You take your time, ma'am.
I dreamed about it. That's when I remembered. I kept seeing his hand. The hand with the gun in it. There was something on his hand. A tattoo, I think.
Words or a picture?
A fish.
Are you sure?
Maybe a bird.
Do you remember the color?
Black, maybe dark blue. It was very hard to tell.
Ma'am, if you had to take a guess, what would you say that tattoo was?
A fish. That's what I think it was. A fish with... ¿Cómo se dice, hijo, eso de lo que tienen los pescados en el agua? Para nadar. Atrás.
Fins.
Sí. Fins. Fins. With big fins.
Big fins. It's probably a 57 Chevy.
Not funny.
Anybody ever tell you you take everything too seriously?
Yeah, I take my job seriously. I take it seriously when people make fun of witnesses.
Hey, give me a break.
You're acting like this slime ball is some kind of a jaywalker or something. He shot 2 people. He could have killed my partner.
Uh-huh. Is that why you're pushing so hard? Look, handle your guilt in your own time, okay? You're making me crazy, too.
I'm doing my job.
I'm a-doing mine. And I got a great place for lunch.
This is Central. Do you read me?
I said 312. Go ahead, dispatch.
Good Times Liquor Store at 3620 Worth Street. 10:30, armed robbery and homicide.
You want to go? What are you doing here?
Hey, Mary Beth.
I was looking all over for you.
Shh. I'm going antsy in my room. I can't stand her. I just gotta walk. Come on, walk with me.
I thought your doctor said you're only supposed to walk around your room.
I got an old lady for a doctor. So, how you doing on our case?
He hit another liquor store.
And?
1 dead. But we got a witness, remember the tattoo?
Well, that's great. Did you have it checked out?
Well, there wasn't too much to check. She was a little fuzzy on the details.
So, how about a sketch artist? Did you get one?
Hey, you're supposed to be concentrating on getting well.
Oh, come on. I got doctors all over the place to tell me to do that. Did
Christine?
you get a sketch artist?
Christine?
Oh, don't Christine me, Mary Beth. I'm so bored here.
You are crazy.
I don't want...
You're a crazy person. You are a sick woman. You're recovering from major surgery. You're supposed to be getting rest.
Then you shouldn't yell at me. I'm a very sick person.
You're supposed to be getting rest.
If you get... Hello?
Hi there.
This is my partner.
Yes, we've met. How are you?
That's my other mother.
Would you get back to your room, please?
Gotta go. Bring me malted milk.
What for where? You got your black book, you got all your information, you don't need anything from me, that's out!
Yes, sir. You want some friendly advice?
What?
Don't. He chewed me out twice in 5 minutes. I think he's using rage as a food substitute.
What do you want?
Sir, I understand this isn't a very good time, sir.
Good time? I got a mug city councilman, a bomb scare, and a chimpanzee loose at PS 159. I'm supposed to handle all of that on a boiled egg and a piece of dry toast? Don't talk to me about good times!
I'll come back later, sir.
Wait a second! What about the liquor store case, huh? I'm starting to get helpful phone calls from City Hall.
Well, sir. That's exactly what I want to talk to you about, sir.
Yeah?
I'm having a little trouble with Detective Bennett.
What kind of trouble?
Well, I want to be fair about this, sir, but I think he's a little Cautious. A little too quick to be skeptical of evidence.
That's an indictment? That sounds to me like a good cop, that's what. Sounds like LaGuardia yourself. Do you know what makes your partnership with Cagney work? Huh?
Sir?
Some teams make it, some don't. The ones that do are almost always made up of opposites. Cagney eggs you on, you slow her down. But between the two of you get the job done.
Excuse me, sir, but what does this have to do with me and Bennett?
What it's got to do with you and Bennett is that every good partnership needs a hot dog, that's what. And with Cagney in the hospital, you are it.
Yes, sir.
Lacey. LaGuardia tells me that Charlie hasn't been in the hospital to see Cagney.
I called him 3 times, sir. No answer.
Think he's tying one on?
I don't know, sir.
Surprise.
What'd you do, rob a hearse?
No, I got a cousin in the business. Voila.
Great.
Okay, if anybody finds out that they're missing, I do not know you. Just get them back as soon as you can.
Don't worry.
What about your end?
What? Oh.
Monica Brandt, RN, 555-4392. You sure she's the one?
The redhead.
Yeah, the one with the legs that just don't quit.
I wouldn't know.
It's only because you're out of commission. I mean, if you weren't out of commission, we'd party just like we used to.
Don't you dare tell her I had anything to do with this. She'd never answer my call button again.
That's all she said. Hey, did you get anything from ballistics?
Yeah, well, the bullets from all 3 victims match. They're from the same weapon, but it's not a known gun, so... What about you? You get anything at the hospitals on his leg injury?
Nothing.
I guess none of the eyewitnesses panned out either, huh?
I talked 5 out of 10 of them into coming down. One couldn't make up his mind at all. The other 4 picked out 4 different pictures. 2 serving time, 1 deported, 1 deceased.
What about the tattoo lady?
Mrs. Garcia.
Uh-huh.
She couldn't make it. Her kid was too sick. Nobody else mentioned a tattoo.
Well, that figures.
Which doesn't mean there wasn't one. I say we should run a computer check.
On what? Every fish, bird, and flower we got? Sticking armed robbery priors, that'll narrow it down to what? 20, 30,000 suspects?
Detective Lacey, 14th Squad.
Mary Beth? I told you I never forget a face.
So Blevins is our man because 3 years ago, he happened to wear mirrored sunglasses, right?
James Ray Sonny Blevins, male Caucasian, 36, brown and brown, 5'11", 165 pounds. That fits the description.
Drives a lot of guys.
Priors include possession of narcotics, 6 armed robberies, 4 in liquor stores.
Well, that's some partner you got there. A regular psychic, huh?
Identifying marks. Shark tattoo, back of the right hand. Ho, ho, ho. She's not psychic. She's good. Thank you, Jim. You're his parole officer. Where is he?
Hey, Kinsabe. Split from here, I don't know, 2 months ago. And I'll tell you, I haven't had the pleasure since.
Well, why haven't you sworn out a warrant for his arrest?
It happens that I did. And it also happens that the last time I heard there was something like 300,000 outstanding warrants in the Big Apple. Huh? Is that right?
Yeah.
Sure it is. So when do you figure you'll get Blevins? Somewhere around maybe 1987?
We'll get to him this afternoon if you can tell us where he is.
Hey, like I told you, I don't have the man's address.
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks a lot.
Hey,
Come on, let's
hey,
go.
look, could you work with us here, please? Lampel, huh? You gotta know something about the guy. Friends, hangouts, anything.
I don't know. Well, he's got a habit. I can tell you who his connection used to be.
Okay. That's a start.
Wait a second. Wait a second, will you? I think we should at least coordinate this with narcotics.
They'll never move the paperwork in time. Meanwhile, Blevins knocks over another liquor store.
Yeah, terrific. So, in the meantime, we hang our tails out there with no backup, right?
Bennett, all we're gonna do is sit in the car across the street from his connections apartment. We wait. If he shows up, then we call some uniforms for backup. We go and we make a collar.
I don't like it.
You wouldn't like it if we had the National Guard for backup.
What?
I'm sick of arguing with you. I'm sick of pushing you. I'm gonna stake the place out tonight myself, with or without you. You know something? I don't think it makes a difference. Because you're a poor excuse for a partner. I'm going to the hospital. I'll take the train. Hey! Hey! You think I handled it wrong?
I didn't say that.
Or what would you have done?
I'd have told him to get his act together and get lost.
That's what I told him. I'm going on my own.
You're a kid.
No, I'm not kidding. That's what you do, isn't it? Christine Cagney doesn't wait around for backup. She comes on like gangbusters. First one through the door. She even solves cases from a hospital bed.
Hey, Mary Beth, come on.
No, I'm killing myself here trying to solve this case, and you get the only solid leads laying on your back.
So?
So I know you're the one that got shot, but I'm hurting too.
Well, you think I don't know that? I do know that. It happened to us, and there's nothing I can do to fix it.
You want to be my partner?
Yes.
Okay. You fixed it. Jesus, it's worse than being married, huh?
How the hell do I know?
Well, you yell. Sometimes you yell, and then it clears the air.
Well, the air's pretty clear around here right now.
Do your nails. I gotta go.
Do me a favor.
What?
Don't go out there and try and prove anything tonight.
Oh, me?
So when's the last time you saw him? Okay. Thanks, Patty. At 86 from Patty's last night.
If I know Charlie, he's hitting every bar on the west side.
What's the name of that cop bar near the old garden?
McGinty's, 49th and 8th. You think he's there?
Well, my guess is that he's working his way right up 8th Avenue. How does anybody eat this garbage?
Well, cottage cheese is protein, and the vegetables are roughage.
Paul, you think maybe one chili dog would make a difference?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Come on. One lousy chili dog.
Bert, a chili dog is suicide.
Scared me half to death.
How long you been here?
4 hours, 12 minutes.
Thought you could use some coffee.
Thanks.
Baklava?
No, thanks.
I, paid for it.
So the dying guy says to the priest, hey, at this point, I don't want to antagonize anyone, huh? Hey, Mick, do it again, will you?
I gotta go, Charlie.
Where you going? Where you going? Somebody was shanking it. Where you going? Hey, Bert, hey.
How you doing, Johnny?
You don't get down here too much anymore. What are you drinking?
Oh, no, I didn't come over here for a drink.
Well, you still on duty? Hey, one little nip won't hurt you. Half these guys
Johnny.
get their nose in the pail.
Johnny, why haven't you been to see your daughter?
Hey, you know, she's really more your daughter now than mine, Bert.
There's a lot of garbage.
Walking in that hospital room the other night, Bert. She had all them tubes coming out of her. My heart fell on the floor, Bert. I couldn't handle it.
So you hide out in the bar getting loaded? That's a lousy way to face it.
I couldn't stand seeing her like that, Bert. She's my baby. She's my baby, and she hurt, and I can't make her go away. Ain't nothing I can do for her.
I'll tell you what you can do for her, Charlie. You can go home and sober up. And tomorrow, first thing, you put a smile on that dumb Irish mug of yours, and you go to that hospital and you see your daughter.
That's our boy.
Sure?
How many junkies could there be in the city of New York with mirrored sunglasses and a bad leg?
This is Bennett and Lacey, 14th. We need uniform backup at 138th and Fletcher. Do you copy?
138th and Fletcher.
10-4.
Are you okay?
Sure. Are you cold?
I'm glad you're here.
Beats watching the Late Show. Damn it. He's leaving already.
Must have missed his connection.
Wait a second. It's a busy night.
They're picking up the cash.
You'll never catch him in this heat. Give me a hat.
What are you doing?
Cover me.
Hey, Sonny! Hey, wait up, man. Hey, baby, stay cool. It's me. Hey, Sonny.
Who is that guy?
Hey, baby.
He's a nerd, man.
Hey, leave me, go!
Hey, son.
Leave me go, I don't want to hurt you!
Now do it, Sonny, or I swear I'll take out the game. Get your hands where I can see them. Don't breathe. Get on the car. Get on the car! What were you doing?
I never could stand high-speed chases. They make me carsick.
Pat him down. What do you think? They're gorgeous. How did you con your doctor into letting you out on Friday? We negotiated. Did you ever look at his teeth? They're perfect. I don't believe this. Well, I got this thing about teeth. Anyway, I gotta come back for a checkup. And then about my scar. Listen, Mary Beth, I figured while I was with the plastic surgeon, you know, as long as he's in the area, what do you think if I have a little...
Christine?
Well, it's a thought. Sal Samuels. Is he in a better mood?
No, worse. He lost about 3-4 pounds, and he was sweating off the rest. And then a new memo came in extending the deadline 4 weeks.
What?
Yeah, well, the commissioner went to Bahamas. He put on 6 pounds. Then I gotta go. We got the Blevins arraignment at noon.
It was a good collar.
You figured it out, Christine.
Yeah, but you nailed him.
Well, I was being exactly like you. Obsessive and relentless.
So you missed me.
No. I don't want to see your face around the precinct for a week.
I thought maybe a couple of
1
hours.
week. 1 week. Goodbye.
Dr. Kern, call pediatrics. Dr. Kern, call pediatrics.
Can I come in?
Sorry, I ain't been around. I'm kind of busy. How you feeling?
Fine.
Hey, tell me you're gonna get out of here day after tomorrow.
I'm a lousy patient.
Oh, yeah? Hey, you always were. I remember when you were a little girl, your mother'd keep you home from school because of a cold or something. You'd raise holy hell. Chrissy, I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. You were busy.
So, you hear the Yankees are looking for a new right-handed relief pitcher? I don't get that one, boy. I mean, they got a guy in the bullpen now who could throw an aspen right through a stone wall.
Charlie. Give me those flowers. They're wilting.